What's going on, y'all? This is Boxing Under the Skylight 15, here with Deshaun Jones, and I'm here with George right next to me. This is for Pivot Boxing Academy, so let's have a great show.
Yes, sir. So what's going on, man? A full day of boxing.
Yep.
Hope everybody's doing well. Welcome to the live broadcast of this great event, Boxing Under the Skylight 15. Today we about how many boxes we got? We have about
17.
17?
Yeah,
wow,
17,
it's gonna
bro.
be great. Big shout out to everybody joining us right now. I know a lot of people from Puerto Rico is listening too, so I want to give a shout out in Spanish, to the people that actually are tuning in right now. Saludos y bienvenido a este gran evento, Boxing Under the Skylight 15. Getting ready to have a great time today, right?
Yes.
All right. So.
Oh yeah, I know there's gonna be some great fights tonight.
For sure.
Both sides. I know the Pivot boys always come out and put on a stellar performance. So let's hope the opponents show out too. Going. So far, the fighters are right next to the stage, just preparing. So we're gonna be starting shortly, y'all. And honestly, the weather is not too bad today.
It's not. I thought it was going to be hot, man. I thought it was going to be very hot, but honestly, it feels good in here. I mean, it's not cold, but it's not hot, so it's great.
Yeah.
Great boxing weather. There's a lot of people. We got a full gym today, man.
Yeah.
We have a lot of people here.
Full gym.
A lot of parents that came out. It's good to see the support from their family members. I've seen a lot of people that brought their grandfathers, and that's.
I think I love that about
Yeah.
with the most. The family always just pops out, man.
That's what it's about, man. Just come out with your family, have a great time, full day of boxing, and get to see the youth doing great things.
Yeah. Great things.
All right, so we almost ready to start, right? We're almost there. Once again, we want to thank everybody joining us today for this great event, Boxing Under the Skylight 15. It's going to be a great event. We got Coach Lando Rosa. Come over here, man. What's going on? All right. Come have a seat, man.
Oh yeah. How you feeling? You feeling, Coach?
Hey man, we're here excited, man. We're gonna get to go here. We're gonna have 17 great bouts here today.
Yeah.
Everybody's ready. The crowd came out like always. They came out to support. So we're gonna make it happen, man. I wanna appreciate to everybody that locked in, everybody that's watching, everybody that support Pivot Boxing Academy. Again, we should be starting in the next 5 to 7 minutes, yeah.
About to be a great show. I'm telling you, fights are gonna be insane.
You have a sheet?
Yeah, I got it on my phone.
Yeah, bout number one is Nasir Brown, 10 years old, out of Pivot Boxing Academy against Daniel Ortiz, 11 years old, from Capital Punishment in Harrisburg, in the 10, 11-year-olds, 102-pound division. It should be an action-packed fight here.
Oh yeah. I feel like the kids always got the best fights.
Always. They bring the best.
They don't hold nothing back.
They do not. They always bring the best. When I get them ready, like I said, I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Keep supporting Pivot Boxing Academy. Let's keep supporting these kids. Big shout out to all the sponsors.
Oh yeah.
TT, Detail Shop, Johnny Bravo Towing. People that are always here for us, people that are always supporting what it is that we do here. So Well, thanks again. Thanks for everybody watching. We'll be right back, guys.
Yo, what's going on, y'all? We are with Boxing Under the Skylight 15, hosted by Pivot Boxing Academy. We're here to watch some great fights. I'm here with my man George right now.
That's right.
And we're getting ready to start the fights. So, in the blue corner on the screen, we have Gianno Orsini from Captain Punishment Gym. And he will be going against Nasir Brown from Pivot Boxing Academy in the red corner. Fighters are getting ready. Last words to their coaches. And then the fight will commence. Very excited. If you guys didn't catch earlier, I was saying that the kids always set the tone for these events. They are ready to tear each other's heads off, so it's going to be a good shows all night. We have Nasir coming in at 125 pounds and Daniel in the blue corner coming in at 102 pounds.
Okay, we're getting ready to start. Let's get it.
Oh yeah. And it's time to kick off the first bout of the evening. Honestly, 30 minutes after the start time is a generous time, I will say. So they are moving quick tonight.
Everybody's ready. Everybody's anxious. Shout out to all the family members watching through our exclusive live stream on YouTube on Pivot Boxing Network. Big shout out to you. Saludos para toda la familia que están en sintonía a través de Pivot Boxing Network. So, let's hear the bell.
Shout out to all the sponsors as well. Just everyone just supporting Pivot Boxing Family Academy. Pivot Boxing Academy family. Because none of this would be possible without you guys tuning in, you guys showing out, supporting the fighters. And these all these fighters sacrifice so much to be able to put on these performances. So shout out to them as well.
And shout out to all the parents also to, you know, for always being there for the kids, you know. The biggest part of each boxer, I think, is parents being involved, you know, in the
late
development.
Nights.
Late nights, you know, early mornings.
Special diets.
All right.
Boxing out of the blue corner, Danielle Mamie.
Got Danielle stepping up first.
In boxing out of the red corner, Nasir Brown.
Oh yeah, Pivot's very own Nasir stepping out. This moment is always so intense. You're trying.
I know, right?
That's when I feel like I get the most anxious, trying to breathe, settle down.
Hey, also want to let everybody know that you know, you guys can comment on our feed, and we'll definitely give you guys a shout out if you have your favorite boxer. I mean, you know, we could definitely shout you out. So.
And so it begins. Got Danielle increasing the pressure. Nasir keeping him off with a jab. Laying it. Nasir establishing his jab. Setting the distance. Daniel trying to find his way in. Ooh. Nasir landed a devastating rear hand and pushing Janelle back to the corner. Nasir is working now, He's going to have to find that space to land more effectively. Janelle's trying to fight off the ropes. Now they have to work back together. Nasir establishing that jab again. Got Danielle trying to figure out a way in. Ooh. Smothering each other a bit in the entry. Already great work from these fighters. Danielle's trying to fight. He knows he has to fight his way in, and Nasir is just pestering him with that jab. Nasir now working the body shots. Digging into Janelle. Again, he has Janelle on the ropes, establishing his dominance. Janelle has fought off the ropes now. Round one almost over. Nasir finding success with the rear again. And time.
Wow.
Wow, yeah, that was a busy first round. Real busy first round. It seems like Nasir really was finding his rhythm with his jab. Daniel still trying to really figure out that distance. He is closing in. I think both of them are finding success in the body shots for sure. So in the corner right now, making adjustments. Now Daniel's getting stuck on those ropes. He found a way off of them near the end of the first. So let's see if he can keep that momentum up, or if Nasir will be able to nullify his pursuit. Round 2 starting. Nasir establishing his jab now, picking up with more pressure. Nasir pushing him back to the ropes, working his hooks, but Daniel is finding success with those tight combinations. It's become a bit of a scrap now. Breaking up. Got to re-enter range. Nasir keeping Daniel back with his range. Oh. Nasir pivots him into a right hand again. Daniel trying to find success, going to the body, staying a little too tall, and Nasir is pressuring on him. Those 1-2s are landing effectively for Nasir. And there is now a 10 count for Daniel. He has to show the ref that he's continuing good to go. So now we're starting back. Daniel rushes in, but Nasir finds his range again, pressing him to the ropes. And that right hand is very effective on Daniel. Nasir is picking Daniel apart right now. Again, finding success with that right hand and walking Daniel back into the ropes. Got the 30 seconds for the end of round 2. And Nasir again finding success with the 1-2s, and that is the end of round 2. Another action-packed round. Yeah, it was crazy. I feel like Daniel has some success coming in, but Nasir is like nullifying all of his everything he's trying to do. And we did get a 10 count in the round. Those right hands Nasir is throwing is very effective. Very effective.
So how many 10 rounds in and then so they can start, calling the fight? You get 2?
You get 2. Yeah, you get 2, and then if
in the same round, or they could be different rounds?
you could do the same round.
Okay.
And I think if you go into the third, and if that round ends, you go into the third, if you get that 10 count, they could let you slide depending on how it looks. But 3 is...
That's it?
Yeah, that's it.
All right. That's good to know,
So here we go, starting the third and final round. And Nasir is just laying on the pressure, trying to get Daniel out of here. Daniel pushing his head down, trying to establish his distance. Nasir lands a vicious uppercut. Feints going low. Nasir fights Daniel off. And every time Daniel enters, Nasir launches the 1-2, pressing him back into the ropes. Daniel is fighting off, trying to delay Nasir's advance, and Nasir is not letting up. You have the ref telling him something. Nasir goes right back in. Daniel catches him with a nice right hand. Fighters are catching their space again. Seems Nasir is a big fatigue, but he is laying down with these 1-2s right now. They are too quick for Daniel. And that right hand is landing every time. You have Daniel with a nice overhand, but Nasir continues his pursuit. You have Nasir smiling in there, enjoying himself, having a great time. Boom. Nasir establishing the jab and then hits him with another 1-2. Pushing Daniel back to the ropes again, and we are on the last few seconds for this third and final round. And that was it. That was the end of the first bout between Nasir and Daniel. Red and blue corner, respectively. Pivot's own Nasir Brown. And this fight will go to the judges.
So what do you think, man?
I think I gotta give that to Nasir.
Okay.
I think the first round was clearly Nasir. I thought maybe Daniel was having some difficulties figuring it out, but the second spread the gap, and that's where he also gave Daniel the 10 count. So 2 rounds already where I had in Nasir's favor.
Got it.
And then that third was again a big success for Nasir. boxing.
Very good punch, Mr. Shosai. Guys, give it up for the guy.
Two warriors standing in the center of the ring right now, putting on a great performance to start this night off. We have Nasir's brother there to hand the trophy off to the winner. Respect to Jerry with his head held high for an amazing fight. Both fighters.
The winner of this bout, boxing out of the red corner, Nasir Brown.
And Nasir Brown, red corner from Pivot Boxing, has been declared the winner.
Awesome.
Now they hand off each other, do a handshake. Yeah, I think Daniel fought valiantly. He had some good shots and on the ropes, but he just couldn't fight Nasir off effectively enough. And now we're getting ready for our second fight of the night. I think that first one was great. Yeah,
I think it's a great start. You know, it sets the tone for the rest of the evening. So I think we're gonna see a lot of great boxing today, man.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So
All right.
up next, we have Pedro Tapia from Irish Boxing Club out of the red corner at 141 pounds. And out of the blue corner, we have Patrick Shop from fighting out of AC Pal.
All right.
And he is at 135 pounds.
Okay.
So again,
I think
Patrick.
it's gonna be fireworks, man. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
It's gonna be fireworks, man.
Yeah, you see the look in Pedro's eyes. He's here and ready. He's here and ready.
The coach is getting ready. Getting the fighters ready.
I feel like the rest of the room doesn't really block out until you walk up to that right, and then you're like, oh yeah, now we're here, now we're going there. These
Now we're
killers
ready.
are ready to go. Again, Patrick out of the blue corner and Pedro out of the red.
Nice.
This next bout is from the 141 pound division.
Wow.
Boxing out of the blue corner and representing Atlanta City Pal, Patrick Shoulder. In boxing out of the red corner, representing the Irish Boxing Club, Pedro Tapia.
So now the fighters are face to face. Ref's giving off his spiel. And they touch gloves. Here we go, getting ready for the second. Even with the last fight, I feel like whatever their weight says, all these fighters look way bigger.
Right. I was getting ready to say it, like, you know, but hey.
And the first round has begun. Got Pedro trying to establish his jab early on. Pedro seems to be the aggressor. Patrick outboxing beautifully, trying to establish his distance. Okay, have Pedro coming in strong with the hook. Patrick trying to establish those 1-2s, keep him off. All right, Pedro is here for a stoppage for sure. He's fighting with some power. Pedro getting real comfortable in front of Patrick. Patrick slowing down. Patrick trying to find his jab, and Pedro is fighting him off. Pedro has this slow pressure that is backing Patrick into the corner, and he is able to unleash right now. Patrick still finding his jab. Seems like something happened with Patrick's foot right there.
Correct.
Okay, Patrick finding success with the body shots. Oh, sneaky way to land his cross. Pedro landing a jab, strong jab. So it seems Patrick's game plan is to work Pedro's body, slow him down a bit. And it seems to be working. Oh, Pedro pulling back. Don't like that. Pedro finding them hooks. Nice. Nice. Pedro landing a jab. Methodical pressure right here from Pedro. But Patrick managed to slow down his ascent. Patrick loading up to the body.
He got to get his hands up.
Yeah. Pedro's hooks are just finding him. And that is the end of the first round. Wow. Yeah, that was a good one. That was a good one. I think I'm giving the edge to Pedro right now just for how effective his shots are and how they seem to be affecting
100%. You have to
Patrick.
remember he got to get his hands up. Because
Yep.
as soon as he throws the combinations, I see that he's letting his hands down. So, but he's doing great as of right now. I think I'm gonna give it to the red.
Yeah. Give it to the red corner. Again, Pedro's out of Irish Boxing Club, and we have Patrick fighting out of AC Pal. So right now they're talking to their corners. Interesting how both fighters, they got their legs spread out, saving their legs. That already goes to tell you how explosive this fight is. Really wrestling in between rounds. It's all going to be up to Patrick if those body shots will be able to slow Pedro down, or if Pedro's pressure will break him. So here we go, starting with the second round. Patrick starting off early with his jabs, but Pedro feels a little stronger, countering and punishing Patrick every time he opens up. Pedro seems to have the stronger jab. Right now, Patrick seems to be having trouble in really establishing his rhythm. And that Pedro is punishing him every time he's coming in. Like that. And Pedro loads up. Patrick fights him off. Patrick won't be able to establish his dominance in this fight if he cannot get Pedro to, if he can't counter Pedro effectively. Pedro is standing strong in front of him, just applying that pressure. Oh, Patrick with a strong body shot, and Pedro punishes him to the head with a cross and a hook. Patrick trying to land that uppercut. Again, Patrick is finding major success with the body jab. Every time he comes up, Pedro's right there to counter. Oh, Pedro with a nice cross. That cross is opening up many opportunities. Same with Pedro's hook. All right, Patrick is slowing down now. We have 30 seconds now. Pedro opens up again. Another combination. And time. That is the end of the second round. Wow, that was another one. I think I'm going to nudge it to red corner, Pedro.
Okay.
Just because it looks like his shots are really affecting Patrick. Really set him off. And Patrick seems to be struggling a lot with, besides those body jabs he's landing off, really being able to hurt Pedro in any way. Slow Pedro down, getting us keep off of him. And even when Patrick opens up to Pedro's body, Pedro is just landing vicious.
He's connecting more.
Way more.
If you're just joining us right now, thank you for joining us. Pivot Boxing Network. Boxing under the Skylight 15. Full house today, full gym.
Yup. Always show out for Pivot. And here we go, starting with round 3. Got Patrick trying to find his way in. Oh, Pedro unloading.
Stepping up.
Yeah. Pedro unloading. He's finding Patrick's timing easier. Patrick trying to find a shot, something to slow Pedro down. Oh, man.
Nice. Uh-oh.
I'm not too sure what happened there.
Yeah.
Boom. Patrick finding shots with the body jab. Pedro returning with the uppercut. Okay, Patrick is finding his range way better. Oh, and Pedro landing a vicious cross. Seems the ref is telling him maybe to twist his knuckles.
Yeah.
Is it a slapping punch, perhaps?
To be honest,
Okay, Patrick landing effective for 1-2s. Pedro getting ready to counter. Boom, hits him with a beautiful cross. This seems to be Patrick's best round. Surprisingly. Boom. Oh yeah, Patrick is finding that body. Pedro seems to have slowed down. Seems like Patrick's body shots were working. Oh man, both landing shots. And Pedro looking to counter, but Patrick is working his body. Oh, Patrick laying off. He has got Pedro on the ropes. But Pedro spins off, and now 30 seconds. Both fighters unloading. Boom, Patrick working his body, and time. Wow, that was an amazing fight.
yes.
Yeah, I think
last
that was
round.
the best one.
I got excited over here, man.
Yeah, Patrick fought back beautifully, and he definitely needed that round. I don't know how the judges went. I think I would give that to Patrick. Although Pedro had a beautiful opening in the beginning of the round. So yeah, again, another fight that goes to the judges. Patrick giving his condolences to the refs and the judges. Yeah, that was a great fight.
Yeah, overall it was a great fight.
It was a great fight.
In my opinion, I think the red corner, got it, but we could always be wrong. Judges might see something different, and let's see.
Let's see. Beautifully fought from Patrick and Pedro. Absolutely. Again, we have Pedro coming from Irish Boxing Club, and Patrick out of the blue corner coming from AC Pal. So obviously these gyms have brought some amazing fighters to perform tonight.
All right, let's see.
And they that brotherly love after a fight always gives me the warm feels. They just both accomplished something together. So being able to see them come together and be like, you punched me in the face, but go work. Go work.
After all, it's a sport.
Great, love to see it.
The winner of the fight, boxing, out of the red corner.
And Pedro Tapia has won.
Yeah.
He has won. Again, that was a great fight. Patrick shouldn't feel any kind of way. He just wasn't able to keep Pedro's pressure off of him. Even though his body shot game plan was very effective. Didn't really pick up until the third round. Pedro separated himself enough to get the win tonight. And that concludes the second fight. So far, we got the fighters coming out, and next up, we are going to have Jacob Fontes, Pivot's very own, at 85 pounds. And from the blue corner, we are going to have Osvaldo Morales from Captain Punishment, weighing in at 85 pounds.
Uh-oh.
So right now, both fighters are getting ready to enter in.
I want to say something in Spanish.
Oh, yeah.
Aquí está la familia. Yo sé que la familia de uno de los boxeadores de la esquina roja, yo sé que están ahí viéndonos, muchos de Puerto Rico, muchos familiares que están aquí en los Estados Unidos, así que saludos para todos los familiares y para toda la gente que está en sintonía. Big shout out to everybody that is watching. I know there's a lot of people from Puerto Rico that family members and that couldn't be here physically, but that they there. Oh, look, he even have a Puerto Rican flag on.
Yeah, okay. He came styled out. Styled out. Love that fit.
Uh-oh.
And we got it up on the cam. Jacob getting checked out by the ref. We have Osvaldo getting ready right now.
And we got Jacob Fontanes.
Osvaldo is currently acknowledging the judges right now. Have Lando Rosa, Pivot's very own, coaching Jacob right now. Let's see. And let's go.
Boxing out of the blue corner, Osvaldo Morales. And boxing out of the red corner, Jacob Fontanes.
All right, both fighters raring and ready to go. And they touch gloves, and we're going to begin the third fight of the evening. Jacob Fontanes, Pivot Boxing Academy, out of the red corner, and Osvaldo Morales from Captain Punishment out of the blue corner. This fight is at 80 pounds, as Lando announced, and let's go.
Yeah,
Ruth Ramos says, let's go, Jacob. And so it begins. Oh, Jacob trying to open up with a 1-2. Jacob's plan seems to be to counter Osvaldo coming in. Jacob has trouble with his footing, on the ropes. And Osvaldo is pinning Jacob down on the ropes. It gets a little messy. Jacob establishes his range again. Punishes Osvaldo with a 1-2. Jacob is boxing around Osvaldo. He gets caught on the ropes again. Jacob is fighting off Osvaldo. And he stops Osvaldo pressure. He blocks the body shot from Osvaldo. Both fighters establishing their range again. Osvaldo is pressuring Jacob, trying to get him back on the ropes. Osvaldo finds a body shot on Jacob. All right. It seems Jacob is slowed down, trying to find his rhythm in this very first round. But Osvaldo's pressure seems to be too much. Jacob pins Osvaldo on the rope. Jacob lands a cross on Osvaldo with the hook. Osvaldo is fighting back, and now both fighters are in the middle, establishing their range again. Osvaldo lands a cross. Jacob off the ropes, fighting off. And time. Some shots snuck in there after the bell. Another action-packed first round. I don't think it's gonna get any worse.
To be honest, I like this kind of fight.
I like, yeah.
Explosive fight. They came. They're showing out, man. I mean,
Showing
a lot
out.
of action.
So I like that. I like that first round. I think Osvaldo has the edge. His shots seem to be more effective, but Jacob is finding. He's finding a lot of success with his 1-2s, changing angles. He just can't stay on the ropes. Gonna have to get those ways to move out. And Osvaldo did seem to slow down in the middle and was laying the pressure off a bit. So obviously Jacob is punishing him effectively. And now we are going into our second round.
Second round.
And here we go. Again, fighters are establishing themselves. Jacob ready to counter Osvaldo. Trying to establish his jab. Osvaldo presses Jacob back into the corner. And Jacob is looking for those 1-2 counters. Oh, Jacob finds a 1-2-3 combination. Vado's working to the body. Jacob's working to the head. And it's getting very exciting. Fighters establish their range again. What bout? This is the third bout. Ping of the week. Jacob fighting him off with those 1-2s. Alvaro's trying to find a body shot. Oh. Jacob finding the cross, goes inside. Oh, Jacob lands a vicious body shot. Alvaro returns with a counter. Hook. Alvaro's pressing Jacob back. Jacob fighting off the ropes, not taking no for an answer. And Jacob is pressing Alvaro to the other side of the ring. Alvaro is now fighting off the ropes. Alvaro landing those hooks. Jacob seems to be getting caught. 30 seconds left into the second round. Jacob finding those 1-2s. Pressuring and pushing Alvaro back into the ropes, and that concludes the second round. Wow. I think that was the most exciting round that I've seen tonight. Wow, that was great. Alvaro's pressure is such a great thing. He seems to have a lot of power, but Jacob's tenacity, Jacob's outboxing is being displayed beautifully. I don't know who I would give that to. I think there's arguments for both. I think that was a difficult round.
They both fighting hard. I mean, to be honest, it's going to be a rough decision. Hard decision.
So yeah, that was an exciting second round. And now we're getting ready to go into the third. So we're going to see who these fighters separate themselves in order to win. And here we go. Alvaro opening up with a hook. Seems to catch Jacob off balance. Alvaro working to the body. Miriam says, who's fighting? We have Jacob out of Pivot Boxing. Alvaro is pressing Jacob into the red corner. And he seems to mess Jacob's footing up. The ref does not step in. Alvaro is laying on the pressure. Jacob seems to be slowing down. Alvaro is finding success with his to Jacob's head. Jacob is having a difficult time fighting off Alvaro, and Jacob has a 10 count now. 10 count in the third round. The ref has to cover Jacob's nose because it is leaking. So again, we have Jacob Fontes out of Pivot Boxing from the red corner, and we have Osvaldo Morales out of Captain Punishment. Fighters join again in the center of the ring. And Osvaldo is laying the pressure on Jacob again. Jacob is trying to fight off Osvaldo. And Jacob is now pressuring Osvaldo out of the corner. And these fighters are just swinging. 30 seconds left in the third round, and Jacob is not surrendering by any means. And Jacob sneaks a punch by the end of the round. But this is what happens when you have exciting fights like this. These fighters put it all on the line. Obviously beautiful work from both fighters. They have delivered an amazing performance. And now this fight will go to the judges.
Both sides did a great job. Wow, that's a great fight.
Great fight. I think those first two rounds you could have a 1-1. The third obviously looked worse on Jacob's part, just because of the tripping and everything.
For sure.
And being stuck in the corner a little long. So
shout outs to Medium. Let's go Morales. Thanks for watching.
Vado's now shaking the coach's hands. Jacob is now going into the center. Something up with Jacobs wraps. Waiting to see what's going on. Ace stepping into the ring to hand out the trophy.
Good fight, good fight. That's right, medium.
Yep, great performance for both of these fighters. That was one of the best fights tonight. Only 3 fights in.
Boxing out of the blue corner.
And Osvaldo Morales gains the victory over Jacob Fontes. Again, Osvaldo from Captain Punishment. And that was the end of the 3rd fight. Again, that was a great fight. You know, you win some, you lose some. Shout out to Jacob. That was an amazing performance. I know he's going to be back and better than ever.
So who we got next?
Who we got next? So next we also have Pivot's own David Jacobs, 17 years old, fighting at 138. And
oh, I know who this is.
Yep.
This is Pineapple.
Yo, Pineapple Head.
This is an inside joke, guys.
And then we have Joseph Pina from Jabs Hoboken, 17 years old, 142 pounds.
Awesome.
Again, looking for a great fight. David is an excellent fighter. He's always has explosive fights, so we're in for nothing less than.
I believe his last 2 were knockouts, right?
Oh yes, yes.
Awesome.
Ooh, that last one, insane. So
that last fight, I think it was close to winning the fight of the event, right?
Oh yeah.
It was very close. I mean,
Yeah.
but you did a great job.
It's a good one.
This next bout is a 138-pound division. Boxing out of the blue corner. And representing Jabs Hoboken, Joseph Pineda. And boxing out of the red corner, representing Pivot Boxing Academy, David Jacobs.
So here we are, both fighters meeting in the center of the ring. David Jacobs out of Pivot Boxing Academy and Joseph Pina from Jabs Hoboken. David and Joseph getting ready to put on a performance, and here we go. Have Jacob coming. We have David coming in, not giving Joseph any kind of space. Joseph nullifying David's inside work. David finding success, entering in with the body, laying pressure to Joseph. Joseph is going to have to pick up his assault. He's trying to have a more measured approach and block David's work. But David's pressure is a little too much. Already has him back on the ropes, working to his body. David staying right in front of Joseph. I know from previous fights, David has got robbed with a taller fighter, so it's more imperative for him that he pressures. David finding major success with the body. Joseph seeming to have a difficult time really getting started off right now. Oh, Joseph lands a nice hook. David returns back, just working his body. David's mixing it up really well with the body-head combinations. Joseph's having a hard time being able to read him. Joseph gets a nice jab hook off, trying to find his space. David again on the inside working his body. Joseph just fighting off David, getting back into the ropes. Again, David working to the body. Joseph returns with 2 jabs. vicious cross landed by David. Joseph fighting him off again. And time. That is the end of the first round. Wow, we already started with some explosive shots in that one. Yeah, that was a good one. I'll have to give that to David. He's really working well on the inside. He's getting on the inside. He's not giving Joseph any space to work off any kind of combinations. And even when Joseph is on the defense, he's not really nullifying any of David's offense. It's a great first round for David. Got Marcus Rosa in the coaching corner for red corner.
AKA Mazuma TV.
Oh yeah. Shout out Mazuma Nation.
Shout him out, man. Gotta shout him out. Definitely great job. He covers everything about boxing. So Mazuma TV, guys.
Live streams every week.
For sure.
And now we are starting with round 2. Oh, David landing a good body shot. Joseph trying to be more busy with that jab. David is not allowing him the space. Joseph grappling David to try and nullify all his work on the inside. Joseph working the jab more effectively. David still finding his way in. Now they have to work on the inside. Seems to be a problem. Joseph is now getting a point off for holding. So he's going to have to resort to a different tactic if he wants to gain that space. David finding his way in. Joseph now finding the space, making David's double jabs a little harder. Come in. Joseph trying to be effective with the jab. Lands a nice 1-2. Boom. Okay, they're working right now. David a little less active this round. Thanks to Joseph. Joseph seems to be finding his rhythm. David seems to be finding his on the inside. Joseph with a nice shoulder bump. Trying to wrap David up. Ref gives him a warning for pushing. Now these fighters start again. Nice shots from both fighters all around. Joseph teeing off a little bit. Joseph seems to be finding his rhythm. David goes for the cross to the body. Every time Joseph creates space, he wants to shoot that 1-2. Stop David from working, and that is the end of round 2. So, Joseph performed way better in that round. I have to give that round to him. David was working the same stuff he's working. Joseph just managed to adjust and those are little things he was doing. Obviously he still got a point off for holding. You don't want to be doing that. There's many ways to fight a fighter off and not hold him on the inside. But beautiful work from both fighters. And this is definitely a textbook showcase of outside versus inside fighter and what to do. And the start of round 3, David lands with a body shot in the beginning. Again, both these fighters are keeping the pressure. There is urgency. David getting a combination off on the inside. Joseph still trying to fight David off. Joseph lands a nice cross. David finding those shots in the body. And we have Joseph boxing beautifully, gets stuck in the corner. David trying to find those shots inside. Right now, both fighters are trying to work. Their hands are being tied up. Ref is warning Joseph again. That is the about fourth warning Joseph has gotten. Joseph finding some success. David working on the inside. Joseph using his taller stature, trying to put pressure on David's upper body. Ooh. Joseph lands a nice one too. David comes back with an overhand. David trying to shoe shine on the inside. Joseph keeping him tight, knowing he doesn't want to get that space. Joseph pivots, finds 1-2. David still finding those inside body shots. Round almost over. And both fighters are working to the finish. Joseph finding that space. David getting in, blocking his advance. And fighting off the ropes. David is still pressuring Joseph. Joseph boxing him off. And that is the end of the third round. Again, that was another beautiful fight. Actually, yeah, that was a good one.
It was only 3 rounds.
Yeah, that was a good one. 3-round fight. It was close. It depends how they want to do that third round, because I feel like a lot of the work was nullified by Joseph and how he was blocking David's arms. Obviously, he was getting the warnings for holdings. I don't know how the judges will see that, but I feel like David was the busier fighter. Joseph did manage to adjust after the first round and was finding those spaces to land his combinations. So, yeah, it was a great fight for both of them, honestly. And they kept the pressure up the entire time. I don't think they even really slowed down as far as intensity goes. It was a great fight. Got both warriors standing tall, standing proud. Again, we have David Jacobs out of Pivot Boxing Academy from the right corner, and Joseph Pena from Jabs Hoboken out of the blue. And now we wait for the decision.
Boxing. Out of the red corner,
And David Jacobs has secured the victory over Joseph. David puts the medal on. Okay, so I wonder, they probably did nudge the third round of him. Joseph did had a lot of warnings for holding and restricting David. That probably did deter him, even if he did manage to bring back that second round. So great fight. Great fight.
boxer out of the blue corner, and representing SBV, William Barrios. And boxing out of the red corner, representing Pivot Boxing Academy, Noah Lorenzo.
Hey, I appreciate y'all for tuning in and watching us fight on Boxing Under the Skylight 15. My name is David Jacobs, and I just finished fighting, and we're bringing you two close, heavy action-packed fights. We got Noah Lorenzo in the red corner, the blue corner fighter as well. We're seeing two aggressive fighting styles clashing in the middle of the ring. As it is well seen in the amateurs, it was a great stab to the body, bring up top by the red corner. They're both showing very good and solid aggression, which is much needed for the amateurs. That's a good jab, but also a good response from the blue corner as well. And the amateurs, it's all about points, so these two are doing very well at scoring. Good body up top, good combination from the red corner. Good combination from the blue corner as well, very good response. The red corner is doing good at pushing them back, but the blue corner is also doing good, very good with responding on the inside. We see a good jab from the red corner. Anything is good as long as you show some type of aggression or points in the amateurs. Good aggression by the red corner. Blue corner has to respond, or he will be looking at an 8 count. We got a good response by the red corner. The red corner needs to keep the pressure up on him, so you get the blue corner an 8 count. Good aggression by the red corner. This is earning him effective aggression and good decisive points. You can see, I feel like overall that's a good round by both the red and blue corner. Let me know in the chat who y'all feel like deserved that round one. I feel like it was an even round between both fighters, but non-biasedly, I would give it to the red corner because based off effective aggression alone, and that's what they kind of look for in the amateurs. The blue corner was doing good at responding on the inside, but overall, red corner had effective aggression and good pressure.
All right, man. Doing a great job over here, man. I'm going to have to, give you a full-time job doing commentating, man.
I love boxing.
That's great. By the way, congratulations on your win.
Thank you. I greatly
great
appreciate
job. It was definitely a battle out there, man.
I love that fight because that was my rematch fight. I fought him my third fight ever, and I took a loss. Whether I felt like it was my decision or not, at the end of the day, a loss is a loss.
Correct.
So we kind of ran it back, and it was 1-1. That kid's a great fighter. I would love to run it back with him again.
For sure. All right. Second round.
Second round, they're starting off aggressive. Good jabs by the red corner. Good response from the blue corner as well, which is much needed in the amateurs. Good underneath the body shots by the blue corner. Good aggression by the red corner. Good responses from the blue as well. It's kind of an even trade-off. You can tell both fighters are pushing because they're starting to fill a gas tank, which is possible, which is normal when you're fighting early in the amateurs because of the high level pacing. Good response by the blue corner. Good response by red as well. Oh, good overhand by the blue. Good undershots by Red. Even though you close, you still need to show them punches, even if it's light taps, to score them points. Oh, good combo from the Red corner. The ref's kind of breaking up as a stalemate just because things get too aggressive on the inside, too much throwing and horsing around. So good clean break by the ref. Weighted the Red corner for showing them effective aggression. You can tell both of these fighters are starting to hit their gas tank, which is normal in the amateurs with the high-paced rounds. Good jab, good solid jab by the Red. Good attempt to respond from the blue. These two fighters are showing great aggression on both ends, both throwing and responding to each other. Overall, I feel like that was a decent second round. Could have went either way. Good effective aggression by both fighters. I would feel like Red, he still mates at times, but Blue also still mates more. So I kind of feel like they might lean more towards the Red off the base of effective aggression alone and good clean shots. Blue had a couple of great clean shots in there as well, respecting the response time and the good defense of both of these fighters. I feel like overall they're doing good with keeping that high pace because of the amateurs. You really need to score those points. And overall, I feel like both of these kids are doing great. Let me know in the comments who y'all feel like deserve round 2. Let's get ready for this last action-packed third round of this amateur bout. After the end of this round, I'd like to see who you guys got winning the fight. Good even jab started from both corners. Good effective aggression by Blue with the 3 combination. Good punches by the Blue corner. Weighted the Red for responding to. These fighters are both warriors in the inside exchanging punches. They're both showing very good effective aggression as well. You can tell both of them is dogging it over this last round. They both want this one back. They're both starting to stalemate. They're starting to feel like stamina fatigue from the 2.5 rounds of fighting. Ready to throw them short shots from the Red corner as well as the Blue. These guys are both warriors fighting action-packed fights. And the amateurs is really all about points, so it's all up to who land more and who can take the judge's heart with this last round. That will play a key factor in deciding the winner. Good trading by both these corners. Both these guys and both these kids are some great fighters. Both these fighters are showing great effective aggression. They're both pushing through the stamina. Good combination from the Blue corner. They're both starting to tire out, but something is better than nothing. So as long as one of them's throwing, they're scoring points. They both need to step on the gas and really fight out this last round to show who's dogging it out and who deserves this one more to pull a judge's heart. So at the end of the day, all the thing that really matters to determine the winner or loss is the judge's scorecards. Show some more effective aggression. Good shooting shots by both of these corners. Both of these guys are having a good fight.
The gym is going crazy.
That was a good, aggressive bout for our 5th bout of the night. Overall, I feel like both these kids did great in their fights, and both of them deserve a round of applause. Let us know who y'all think won this fight in the comments below or in the chat.
All right, man. It was a great fight, man. Overall intensity, you can hear their parents, their family members. I mean, that, you know, as a fighter, I want to ask you, you know, does that actually like help you when you see a lot of people screaming in the background and, you know, things like that? Because we always see at the movies, you know, they're like, oh, you know, the boxers over here, the crowd, their family, and everything like that. You know, tell me a little bit about that, man. How
Overall,
you guys feel?
I feel like the crowd, it plays a small factor in it. Like, it plays a factor in it, but at the end of the day, it's all up to what the judges say. However,
correct.
there are blind spots in the ring where the judges might feel like if one guy's leaning on the ropes, the other one might get off a little bit more, or just in general overall understanding that one kid might be getting hit more. But when the crowd ooh and ah and them judges see a certain fighter throw shots, they're influenced to really think that, oh, this kid's landing more big shots or whatever. So it plays a factor in it, but it's all about what the judges see. So it's kind of about visual.
Nice.
The winner, boxing, out of the red corner.
It was a great fight to both these kids. Both these kids had a great fight. Give them a round of applause in the chat. Shout out to the red corner for bringing home the dub. Great fucking win by both of you guys. Both of you guys are champions. Y'all both warriors. Y'all fought to the last bell together. Traded shots. Overall, I feel like that was a good fight. How do y'all guys feel in the comments about that fight?
Don't go anywhere, because boxing under the Skylight 15. More fights to go. We'll take a quick break. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. Thanks to all the sponsors that make this great event possible.
We're back to you guys live with another heavy action round pack of boxing. This is the 6th bout. I'm ready to see how this fight take off between these two solid fighters.
Yeah, exactly.
What bout number is it? Oh, it's bout number 6. The last one was bout number 5. It was a close split decision to the red corner. Now we're about to see these two young gents fight and see who takes the 6th bout.
Next bout is the 106-pound division. Boxing out of the blue corner and representing 365 Fitness, Sahar Williams. And boxing out of the red corner and representing the 96 pounds, Zaire Slowly.
Both of these guys are starting off with good jabs. Oh, they picked up the aggression right away. They're trying to bring the fight to an inside fight. Both of these gents are fighting out of both orthodox stances, looking around even at height. They're both showing good combinations and exchanges from both sides of the corners. Both of these guys are showing good effective aggression as well. The red corner seems to really want to bring the fight to the inside. He's showing good catch and exchanges off them combinations that the blue corner is throwing. The blue corner is really trying to stay on more of a long lead hand guard to keep him away. He wants to fight from the outside. Both of these guys are showing good throwing and exchanging. Both of these guys are showing good, effective jabs on both ends. Blue corner has good footwork to an extent with just getting out of the way, stepping back and whatnot. The red corner is really showing a good aggression, which the judges really like in the amateurs. So even though these guys are at a stalemate, the fact that red is showing some type of aggression kind of can land him points with the judges.
Uh-oh. Drop this mouthpiece?
Yeah. Kind of a little small intermission, give both fighters a chance to also catch their breath as well. Back again, red showing the fact that he want to step on the gas pedal. Blue is doing a good job of also responding. They're kind of both at a stalemate, looking to trade even jabs and counter off whoever throws first. Both of these guys seem to have more of a counter and response style, but red is showing more aggression, which is favorable more towards the judges as well and landing points. Good, clean break by the ref to avoid any tussling.
good jab from the red, good response from the blue. Overall, good first round from both corners. I feel as though based off the aggression level, they might lean towards more on the red corner taking the first round. But at the end of the day, momentums can change in fights. Anything can be changed really by a round or so. At the end of the day, the amateurs is 3 rounds. The first round is just the start. Whoever takes these next 2 rounds may be really who decide on wins the fight. I feel like both these fighters did good. I feel like the blue corner, he did good on responding. The red corner just showed more effective aggression, which might lean him more towards the judges. But if you're talking about in terms of style and counter alone, both these guys were defensively responsible to an extent and both responded well, in my opinion.
So who you think took this round to your perspective? You know, of
From
course,
my perspective, based on off how judges score amateur fights, I feel like Red showed more aggression.
Okay.
Meaning as though he kept coming forward more no matter how the pressure was. Both these guys had stalemates. Blue, he did a good job of really just responding off the Reds' offense, but in the amateurs, they want you to be first and also be last.
Awesome.
Their responsibility from the defense on the slip and counter. Both these guys are warriors, showing good, clean exchanges on both ends. Both these guys showing good, Blue showing more of a good type of distance control. As in he's trying to keep him on the end of his punches. Red kind of wants to bring the fight to a more inside, so where he can let his combinations go and show his effective aggression with the judges. Good combination by the red corner. Good clean break by the ref to avoid any tussling or injuries. Both these guys are really at a stalemate, kind of resting on their jabs and defensive responsibility. Good shoe shine by the red corner, landing those points on the inside. Also slept on, but points are points no matter how hard the shots is landing. Good effective shoe shine again by the red corner. The ref's telling the blue corner to lift his head up. Way to slip that jab or get out of the way from the blue corner. Same thing with the red. Good stab and trade to the body and to the head by both these guys. Good attempt at the leaping right. I would just say watch the leaning in there. Good offense from the red corner as well. Some inside shots. Both these guys are just kind of trying to hang on and take as many punches as they can while also catching their breath. Another one into the blue corner to pick his head up, which is also like it's not even too major. I mean, at the end of the day, it's a fight. It happens, especially in the amateurs. Sometimes it happens. Sometimes you try to go for them low shots or slip out the way, your head comes down. Blue corners overall, he's doing also a good job at tying the red up because he wants to keep him more of a distance. Blue seems like he's really just trying to rest on his defense and still also land them jab punch. Good effective aggression by the red corner. Overall, good round by both these fighters. Once again, I feel as though the red corner just showing more effective aggression, which the judges seem to like. I still feel as though both these guys are fighting a good fight, as well as the blue corner. He's still showing good jab, good attempt at distance control, smarter tie-ups when he gets too close and he feels uncomfortable. Overall, good decisions made by that blue corner. However, in the amateurs, they kind of really want to see more effective aggression, more point landing, higher rate, more punches. That's the only reason why I could kind of see, even though Red's landing cleaner shots as well, I still feel as though that's more of a reason why they're kind of leaning more towards the red corner.
I think that's a great point. You know, a lot of people that are watching boxing, especially the amateurs, kind of don't understand that the whole, thing about this kind of fights. It's about points, you know. It's not.
Yes, sir.
Of course, it's great to be to have a knockout, and it's great to, you know, hey, all of that is great. But at the end of the day, we're looking for points. The judges are looking for points.
Yep, for sure, 1,000%. As long as you landing more, it don't matter how hard you really landing. If the shots look clean and you're showing some good aggression and you land up points, that's what these judges kind of look for in the amateurs. The blue is showing good poise, you know, defensive style, more of a movement, keeping them at the end of the punches. But that's more kind of what you want to see in the pros. You know, a slower pace game, less really punches, but clean, good shots, effective decisions, winning rounds over time. However, in these amateurs, you have 3 short minutes, so you got to really pop, get the pace out, score as many points as you can, even on the inside. And I feel like Red is doing a good job at showing that as he's shoe shining on the inside, landing good shots. Blue corner is doing a good job of tying him up when he feels uncomfortable. However, in the amateurs, they really look for as many shots as possible, as many shots landed as possible. Good jab by the red corner.
Again.
Basically, in USA boxing, that's kind of why I tend to fight with a cap. They really want you to keep your hair very neat so it don't fly in the fighter's face. So he's kind of having him fix his hair in the headgear right now.
Of course, you know,
Yeah,
pineapple.
it's 10 of fighters with dreadlocks and longer
That's why
hairstyles.
you always put your hair up sometimes. Okay.
Good body shots by the blue corner. Good shoe shine response from the red, landing those points. Good catch from the blue corner off that jab. Good response by the red.
Big shout out to F-Boy Rodriguez.
Good shout out to F-Boy Rodriguez for tuning in and attending the fight. We appreciate all the support you guys show these Pivot Boxing Academy fights and supporting the kids. If I'm not mistaken, the ref was really just telling the blue corner to keep it up, high intensity, no matter the outcome. Ooh, good decisive body shot, great body shot from the red corner. Good 1-2 from the red corner. Good response from the blue as well. Good responses from the red as well. Good attempt to get in from the blue, but he needs to step behind that jab more. Sometimes these things that are just being commentated on fights really seem easier said than done. Good fight to these 2 young warriors. At the end of the day, it's still respect to anybody who decides to step in this ring in this sport. They show hard work and dedication throughout their training, and they're man enough to step in the fight. They didn't no show. They came at the end of the day. They put their best foot forward. Much respect to both these fighters. Decide like whether they win or lose. At the end of the day, they got my respect for stepping in this ring. Overall, I feel like the judges may really lead more towards the red corner based off his effective aggression alone and point landing. Blue corner showed more poise and really just like kind of stepping, like just good footwork and kind of trying to keep him on the outside. But red shows that he had advantage, that he wanted him on the inside, and he did a very good job at getting to his little spots to land his combinations. Blue corner did also a good job at tying him up when he felt uncomfortable, but in the amateurs, it's all about points. If I'm not mistaken, these were, 3 2-minute rounds, I believe, if it's a novice. Shout out to both these fighters at the end of the day, but the pace is much quicker.
Boxing out of the red corner,
Good fight to both of these young warriors. Good fight to the blue corner, good fight to the red corner. At the end of the day, like I said, much respect for both of these guys for getting in the ring.
And boxing out of the red corner, Elias Lorenzo.
Ready? Yep. We got another action-packed round of boxing at the 135 amateur division novice. We got Elias Lorenzo and Derek Rodriguez fighting it out here today. Elias Lorenzo out of the red corner, Derek Rodriguez out of the blue with the yellow and black trunks. Good jab and response by both fighters. Good jab by the red corner. Solid weight from the blue corner, trying to keep his head off the line. Good response by both of these young fighters. Good catches and response off these straight shots from both of these fighters. Good body shots from the red. Good jab from both of these fighters. Way to be aggressive from the red corner, throwing these shots. The rest down and give him an A-count if he don't show some type of responses. Good job from the red corner by keeping that pressure on the blue. Good 1-1-2 from the blue corner to respond and shoot a ref that he's still fighting. Way to the red corner for keeping this pressure on him. Good body shots and good responses up top from the red. Good 1-2-3. Good combination from the red as well. Good combination from the red. Blue needs to respond more or else the refs is done giving the A-count. Both these young fighters are doing good, but in the amateurs, you gotta keep that pressure up for all 3 rounds. Really still stay aggressive from the red corner. The blue corners really still need to really respond, because at the end of the day, the rounds go by more points. And so far, I see the red corners going effectively at being aggressive. Good effective aggression by red, good response by blue. Good attempt at the 1-1-2 from the red. Just slip under the two. Go under the two by blue. Great sportsmanship shown by these 2 fighters with a handshake at the end of the first round. Great second round by these 2 fighters. Derek Rodriguez, if I'm not mistaken, and Elias Lorenzo. Good aggression shown by both these fighters. Good offensive response from both these fighters as well, taking it to the inside. Good combination from the red, good response from the blue. Good 1-2-3 from the red corner, bringing them inside shots, really show that effective aggression, which also the judges like. Good response by the blue, trying to show that red showing good aggression, but he can still respond as well, laying some points. Good aggression inside by both these young fighters. Showing good aggression on the inside, really laying the shots to the body, really responding, trying to show the refs that he's still in this fight, that he's really moving. Good effective aggression by Red, keeping the blue in the roots. Blue needs to get out that corner. The ref might step in and give him the 8 count. Good tie up by the blue overall, but he cannot hold the back of his head. Good jab by the blue, good response by Red. Them small shots matter in these amateurs, man. So good job by the red corner, Elias Lorenzo, by landing them shots, as well as the blue corner, Derek Rodriguez, for still responding on the inside, showing these judges that both of these guys are landing points and that it's not one-sided. These guys are warriors. You can tell they're both feeling their team from a lot of the shots that they throw, but they're still struggling and also fighting to show that they're both still being aggressive and landing shots. New blood, fresh fighters, great to see. Those 7'8", 7'6", 3. Yup, it's fun to see these new fighters, especially to see these new talents step onto the canvas and really see how they're fighting. These two young guys are both novices, if I'm not mistaken, fighting three 2-minute action-packed rounds in amateurs, man. These guys both dedicated their time to training. You can see they're showing off. I believe this is within their first. These guys are open class, so these are literally probably. If I'm assuming within their first 1 to 3 fights, possibly. Both these young warriors are showing good aggression, showing that they can both respond and throw on the inside of the ring. Trying to show these judges all the hard work that they put in outside of the gym. In the gym, it's just also a lovely sight to see. So I definitely agree with that. Good combination from the red. Good pressure and combination from the red. Good slip from the blue. Good combination from the red. Good response from the blue with the uppercut hook into the combination. Good response by the red. Both these young fighters are showing good inside game. They're showing they can both throw shots on the inside and still respond with each other, which takes a lot more than you guys may think, stamina-wise. These guys are both throwing inside shots, no matter if they're hard or not, they're effective points. So it's all about points. Both these guys are landing points on each other. They're doing good. Both these guys are showing good pressure on each other, keeping things on the inside fight. Good shots by the blue, good response by red. Good 1, 2, 3 by Elias Lorenzo. Good response by Derek Rodriguez. Those small shots matter, man. They're all in the points. Good job by both these young fighters on the points on the inside. Good shots by Elias Lorenzo. Good response by Derek Rodriguez on the inside. Both these guys are trying to show the judges that they both deserve this fight. You can hear the crowd screaming. The crowd loves this fight by both these young fighters. Good uppercut hook from Derek Rodriguez. Good 3 hook to the body response by Elias Lorenzo. Both these young men are tired as we're winding down to the last 10 seconds of the fight. Good fight by both these young fighters. Both these guys show good aggression, show good inside game. Like I said, these are novice fighters, new blood, as someone in the comments says, Ghost in the comments said. Overall, I feel like this is a good action-packed fight between these two young fighters, showcasing their talents and hard work. Both these young fighters show, good, like I said, good aggression, which the judges like in the amateurs. They like to see high-paced fights, and both these guys did not stop punching for 3 constant rounds, which showed the work they put into the conditioning outside of the ring. At the end of the day, it may seem easier, but it's easier said than done when you're in there. So good win, lose, or draw. Shout out to both these young fighters for showcasing their talent in this ring, working hard outside the ring. Both these guys deserve their praise. Good sportsmanship on both ends, handshakes between the rounds. As we'll get to you guys with the decision in a minute to see who really won this fight and who the judges feel like deserve this fight today. if I'm not mistaken, I believe the judges might be saying something about the red corner's hand wraps not being marked, which sometimes it happens with novice fighters not knowing that they need to go get their wraps signed, by the judges. So at the end of the day, sometimes it's first couple fights he may forget, may slip his mind, or it may be a certain way that his reps were wrapped. But at the end of the day, shout out to both these fighters as we get to you with the decision.
The winner of this bout, boxing, out of the red corner.
Yeah, man, good fight to both these young fighters. The judges made it feel like red corner won the fight based off effective aggression alone. He was showing good aggression. To Blue was showing good responses, but at the end of the day, it's all about that pressure and points in the amateurs and landing clean, effective shots, which Red did, as well as Blue with a good response. But in the first round, the first 2 rounds, I feel as though Red kind of showed off more aggression. But at the end of the day, good job to both these young fighters as they both showcase their talents. I would love to see both these guys fight again and see how far they go, maybe even together with different people. But at the end of the day, there's a bright, fresh start for both these young fighters, showing, like I said, great aggression, which was lovely to see.
You should see the red corner fighter. His face says it all, and he's so excited. I wouldn't be surprised if this is his first time that
I believe so, yeah. Elias
so
Lorenzo, he boxed out of Pivot Boxing Academy. It was his first fight.
It was, yeah,
And, based off me being based out of Pivot, when it comes to commentary, I give non-biased commentary, but I seen how hard that kid worked. I've sparred with the kid. I seen him put in the work. At the end of the day, He's a good come-forward fighter, which a lot of amateurs will have trouble with based off because it's a high pace. And when you keep coming forward, that's what the judges love to see. Overall, I feel like Blue did a great job, though, by also responding to those such punches, because at the end of the day, you can't really, you can train as hard as you want, but when you got a guy whose style is he just walk forward and walk forward and walk forward, it can kind of be hard to prepare for because you have to push your body to really match that level. Some kids don't have it naturally. Some kids naturally have it in them to come forward. At the end of the day, I feel like both them kids did great. At the end of the day, it could have went either way, but based off effective aggression and the effect of the clean shots landed, I give it to Elias Lorenzo, but Derek Rodriguez hung in there and 3 shots back as well, so shout out to both these young fighters.
Absolutely.
Division. Boxing, out of the blue corner, Sean Stark. And boxing, out of the red corner, representing the Boxing Academy, Cameron Mendez.
The judges kind of explaining the rules to these 2 fighters. We got, if I'm not mistaken, sorry if I messed up the name, out the blue corner, we got Sean Starch. And out the red corner, we got Cameron Mendez at the 95-pound division. I would love to see how these 2 young fighters fight. Start of an action-packed round at the 95-pound division. Good jabs from both these young fighters. Good jab and back up in the red corner. Good jabs and responses from the blue just to show me active. What number are we on? I believe this is the 7th bout, if I'm not mistaken. It's the 7th bout, if I'm not mistaken.
8th.
Oh, it's the 8th bout. It's the 8th bout at the 95-pound division. Sean Starch versus Cameron Mendez. 2 young fighters. 2 young fighters fighting it out to see who deserves this win tonight. If I'm not mistaken, this is 8 out of the 17 or 18 bouts we have tonight. So I would like you guys to stay tuned in and see how many fighters we got next, because this is going to be a great show to watch. Both these fighters are showing good footwork. Oh, no problem, man. That's what I'm here for, to commentate. I hope you guys enjoy the stream and watching these young fights and showing these fighters some love, because at the end of the day, I respect a lot of any fighter who come in here to showcase their talent today. So I appreciate all you guys for tuning in. The blue corner is yelling is kind of instructing his fighter to touch down to the body or just touch in general to try to land some punches to affect them, to score them points. Cameron Mendez in the red corner doing a good job of showing distance control, trying to get in and out, keep him away, but also box at the same time. Bashan Starks trainer is telling him pretty much to really he has to land the touch as well. Basically, it's just all about landing, like I said, these clean, effective shots. Not to repeat myself, but it's really important. I can't stress it enough in the amateurs. Clean, effective shots and effective aggression. Once again, I appreciate all you guys tuning in for an action-packed Wild Boxing from Pivot Boxing under the Skylight 15. Shout out to Orlando Rosa for conducting this show in a good manner, setting up these matches for all of us to fight on and for you guys to see as well.
Also, big shout out to the sponsors, man. Always making it.
Big shout out to the sponsors. They make a lot of things possible.
Shout out to Marisa Alvarez.
Shout out to Marissa Alvarez for tuning in. I appreciate you guys all watching this action-packed night of boxing. The blue corner's instructed him to stop waiting on him to come in and to show some aggression of his own. Good sidestep jab by Cameron Mendez. Good response from the blue corner, Bryson Starks. Good response from the blue corner as well. Good 1-2-1 by Cameron Mendez. Good attempt at the 1-2 from Bryson Starks. Good step back by Cameron Mendez. Good step back by the red corner. Good attempt to jab by the blue to show some aggression. Good triple jab to the 2 by Cameron Mendez.
Keep touching. Keep touching. Keep touching. Work. Work in there. Work. Stop the body too, kid. No. Touch.
Good foot feints shown by both fighters. Good attempt to respond by Bryson Starks. Good foot feints by Cameron Mendez. Sometimes I don't understand how, I feel like some guys may not understand just, by just watching boxing, but not just understand how the foot feints play a factor into fights in general. Azuri B in the comments says she's new to this boxing stuff. How long are the rounds normally, and what exactly determines a winner? It all depends on how you score. Right now, this is the amateur, so if you're talking novice is basically under 10 fights. So kind of like 9 under, 10 and under, or whatever the case may be. And novice fights are usually 3 2-minute rounds when you're talking about people. I think, if I'm not mistaken, it's about like 13, 14 and above, or I'm not 100% sure, but I believe with these kids, novice fights possibly are 1:30. And for open class, which is 10 fights and above, for amateurs in general, are 3-minute rounds for people of age. And if I'm not mistaken, for novice or for open class, younger fighters, it might be 3 2-minute rounds. Amateur men's is three rounds for 3 minutes each round. That's amateur. Marissa Alvarez, 3-minute rounds are for amateurs that have 10+ fights, so that would be considered open class. Novice fighters, they're the men's and the amateurs fight 3 2-minute rounds. And to get back to Missouri B, what determines a winner, it's all about how it's scored. But in the amateurs, it's kind of scored off effective aggression, clean shots, and who's really landing more points. It's all about points. So whoever is landing more points and they're landing the cleaner shots and showing some good effective aggression, the judge are more likely to favor that fighter. Effective aggression is basically when you're walking towards the fighter more, but it's effective. You landing, and when you landing coming in, showing the judges you landing shots coming in, being aggressive. That's a good sign of effective aggression. Oh, no problem at all. I appreciate y'all tuning in, especially our new faces. Good jabbing response by both these fighters. I am learning something new today. Hey, we all learn, even me as a boxer. At the end of the day, it's all up to learning experience and understanding the sport. I appreciate y'all all for tuning in and trying to watch this beautiful night, supporting all of us and these kids as they're showcasing their talent there. That's the end of this fight. At the 95-pound division, Cameron Mendez and Bryson Starks. Bryson Starks out the blue corner, Cameron Mendez out the red corner. I appreciate all y'all guys tuning in and watching this fight today as these young guys showcase their talents. I feel as though these guys are also showing great sportsmanship to each other. You know, speaking to the coaches, showing a sign of respect. At the end of the day, when we in this ring, we're not friends. However, when we get out this ring, all of us as a boxing community are trying to grow. So it's all about sportsmanship and respect at the end of the day. Are you an amateur or pro fighter? Oh, I'm an amateur fighter. I'm not at the pros yet. I just fought fourth belt.
There he is.
I just fought fourth belt. I took the win by decision. I took a good win by decision. Shout out to my opponent for giving up a tough, good fight as well. So at the end of the
show it again, because there you go.
I won the belt. I was the fourth belt. David Jacobs versus Joseph Pineda. Shout out to my opponent as well. He showed grit, determination, and gave out a good fight as well. Cameron Mendez won the fight out the red corner. Shout out to him and shout out to Bryson Starks for also competing as well. These young two guys have showed good fighting spirit, good grit, and at the end of the day, I would love to see how these guys move forward. So these guys both show good potential. Oh, thank you, Marissa Alvarez. I appreciate all the good wishes, and thank you for congratulating me on my win. I appreciate you guys for all tuning in and watching me fight. It means a lot. As you heard, the refs explaining the rules now, but Rontrell Anderson fighting out the blue corner and DeMonte Griffin fighting out the red corner at the 147-pound division. I would love to see how these guys fight as another action-packed boxing night Under the Skylight, Pivot Boxing Under the Skylight, number 15. Thank you all guys for all tuning in. Good jabs from both. Good jabs from the red corner. Good distance control from the blue corner, RICHARDSON Anderson. If I'm not mistaken, I believe these guys seen each other at the last Pivot Under the Skylight. And I believe the decision went to DeMonte Griffin, so it's kind of a rematch to see these young two fighters running back again, which I'm very excited to see. Good distance control up and down by RICHARDSON Anderson. Way to try to keep that jab on him and shows aggression by DeMonte Griffin. Good double jab from the blue corner. Good response by the red corner. Good right hand from Anderson, ready to step around. Good L step to make him kind of reset and find him from Anderson. Good 1-2-1 from Griffin. Anderson's from the blue corner. The blue corner's yelling out good instructions, telling him to take a walk and make him find him. Way to show effective aggression by DeMonte Griffin. Good jab, hook combination from Anderson. Good attempt by Griffin attempting to respond. Good jabs from Griffin, good check hook from Anderson. Trying to establish that distance control and fight him from the outside and use his reach. Good slips from Anderson. Good jab by Anderson. Good check hook from Anderson. Good jab by Griffin out the red corner. Good first round by both these fighters. DeMonte Griffin is trying to establish a good way of getting inside with effective aggression. RICHARDSON Anderson is showing a good job of keeping himself composed and also trying to check around, keep him at a distance and fight at the distance he wants him to fight. So it's kind of like DeMonte Griffin is trying to knock him off his game with getting on the inside. RICHARDSON Anderson is doing a good job at kind of countering off it, showing him that, basically you're going to have to earn your right to get into my range. But overall, good first round by both these fighters. DeMonte Griffin did a good job at the early start of the round, showing a good aggression with them combinations. RICHARDSON Anderson, he did good at the, countering, kind of trying to take a walk, make DeMonte Griffin find him to really land those shots. So good effective aggression by Griffin, but also great way to step around and, counter off by Anderson, just showing, poise and good defense. Second round of an action-packed boxing. Good check hook from Anderson. Good slipping off the line from DeMonte Griffin, trying to show basically he's gonna have to work to counter. The ref is telling Griffin from the red corner to listen to his instructions. Sometimes it happens in boxing, you may not hear, but at the end of the day, it's how we keep each other safe, but also fighting respectably. Good tie up. Good effective aggression from the red corner. Good wave from the blue corner, Anderson, to land them shots and tie him up and get out the way to get back to his distance that he truly wants to fight at. Good jab from the red corner. Good jab from the blue as well, stepping around, keeping him out of his range. Good jab, good double jab to the check hook from Anderson. Way to get inside from DeMonte Griffin. Good check, good hook from Griffin from the red corner. Good check hook from Anderson out the blue. Both these guys are trying to make the fight. Noticeable to the judges. Both these guys are trying to pull away. Griffin with the inside game, Trail with the outside range, but landing effective shots. Anderson's corner is kind of really telling him that he don't really have to back up too much as well to throw them 1-2-3 combinations at his range. He wanted him to stab. Good counter right hand from Anderson, but good aggression from DeMonte Griffin as well. Still walking forward. Good double jab from Griffin. Good combination from the red corner. Griffin trying to show that effective aggression. Both of these fighters kind of at a stalemate. Good job to red corner trying to keep his head off the center line to give the blue corner a harder target to find. Good job from the blue corner taking a walk to make the red corner find him. Good attempt, good slips from the red corner. Good attempt to get in from the blue. Way to land them shots. On the inside red. To land them decisive points. Good jab from the blue corner, Anderson. Good jab from the red corner, Griffin as well. Good counter right here from Trail. Good counter hook from blue corner, Anderson. As well, you see in the corner is Reds. He's not using a stool, which is kind of like showing the judges like, I'm not tired. I don't need no stool. I don't need to sit down and rest. But also sometimes those rests are needed. At the end of the day, if you're lazy tired, rest your legs for a couple seconds, get yourself rejuvenated. But it's also a smart tactic to try to throw off your fighter and the judges to let them know you're ready. However, the one thing I said that could have been done differently by Griffin is the leaning on the ropes. You want your hands down by your side, to really show the judges that you're ready for action, you're ready to get back to the fight. However, there's no shame in using that stool. If you need to use that stool, sit down and recuperate for the next round of the fight. Good aggression from the red corner, good counters from the blue corner. Good aggression, good combinations from the red, good jab from Anderson from the blue corner. Good aggression from Griffin on the red. Good jab from the blue corner, Anderson. Way to be aggressive from Griffin. Way to land them shots on the inside from both these fighters. The ref is telling both of them to listen and make sure they hear his instructions. Good check hook from Anderson. Respect to DeMonte Griffin for still going in and really trying to get around this hook and fight his inside game and not fight his game. Good hook, uppercut. Good block from Anderson. Good right hand from Griffin. Good slip from Anderson. jab from both fighters as they exchange jabs. Good right hand from Anderson out the blue corner. Good aggression from Griffin from the red corner. Good response from Anderson. But one thing, good exchange from both fighters. Anderson is kind of showing too much of visibly that he's tired in the earlier round, but it also could have been a possible bait tactic to beat him, and it's kind of 50-50. But at the end of the day, you kind of don't want to show them judges that you're tired, even though sometimes it may be inevitable. That's a bad shot of body language from Anderson out the blue corner. Good counter right hand from Anderson, though, to respond from that. Great fight by both these fighters. Had a good action-packed night of boxing from both these guys. Shout out to both these fighters. Respect for both of them for stepping in the ring to even showcase their ability and what they can do. At the end of the day, man, some days it's going to be one fighter's night. The other days it might be the next one. The last one went to Demonte Griffin by decision. So it's all up. Let's see who the judges give this decision to tonight.
Of this 147-pound boxing. Out of the blue corner, Graciano Anderson. representing the world record, Austin Williams. And boxing, out of the red corner, and representing the boxing, Hakeem Hassan.
Hotels, Doc.
Boxing out the red corner, Hashim Hassan. Boxing out the blue corner. First name Austin. I don't want to curse your last name, so like I kind of don't know how to pronounce it.
We do our best.
We do our best, but this fight is taking place at the 120-pound division. I would love to see how these two fighters deal with this fight tonight. I should have brought a paper.
No.
The guy Hashim from the UK is fighting about 10. Yup, he is from the UK. He's from London. He's from London. He's a fighter from London fighting out here. Came out here to represent Pivot Boxing Academy. Good jab. Good jab from Hashim. Good quick 1-2 from Hashim. Good check hook from him as well. Good attempt to get inside from the blue corner.
Every time he does grab, it's in his hip. Make you pay for it. Yep, teach him today, baby. You want to keep his hand down, make you pay. Every time.
Good 1-2. Good quick 1-2 from Hashim. The blue corner is Austin. His trainer is really telling him to use the fact that the red corner's lead hand is really kind of at his waist, so to make him pay off them stepping feints and hitting them up top every time you see them openings from that lead hand being down. Good, quick, decisive shots to keep him on the outside from red corner. Good right hand. Smart tie up. The ref telling the red corner to really watch the pushing. Good right hand step back from red corner. Good right hand to the body from the red corner. Way to control the distance from the red corner. They can get in and getting out, landing them shots, but also keeping them at his own range. Good shots from the red corner trying to establish his distance. The blue corner is trying to close the distance of landing that rear hand to the body by stepping to the side based off the style difference. When you got an orthodox and a southpaw, their lead foot is tend to clash, so you kind of want to stay off the center line and land them clean shots. The red corner Hashim is in an orthodox stance, and the blue corner Austin is in a southpaw stance. Good clean shots landed by Hashim. Way to get in and out. These motherfuckers is good. Good jab up and down to the body, trying to mix it up from the blue corner. Good jabs from the red corner, trying to establish his range and distance control. Good right hand, left hook combination from the red, trying to establish that distance control, let him know he's going to have to work to get in. Good step back. Good step back from the red corner, trying to establish that distance and range to let him know he's really going to have to truly work to get in. Way to the blue corner, trying to step in and attempt to really stab that rear hand to the body. As in he is in the opposite southpaw stance, stepping his head off the line. I feel like if he's stepping a little more, it can bring his head off the line. He could possibly land it. Oh, excuse me. If he step in a little more and really step his head off the line, bring that foot to the outside of his, he could possibly land that rear hand up top or even down to the body. The blue corner is instructing him to really kind of take some more steps inside because his hands is down to possibly land a shot. To follow him, he's really like to take another step or two inside to try to close that distance and land them shots on the inside. The red corner is doing a great job at holding his distance control and really using his jab, his 1-2-3s, his 2-3s to really understand that, like, I'm going to outbox you. You're going to have to really fight to get in. The blue corner is instructing him to really cut the ring off. Good check hook from red. The blue corner is instructing him to really not follow him and and really just cut the ring off. The red corner is instructing Hashim to not let him close the gap and to really just hold his distance and keep outboxing him as he's doing. Good attempt to step in from the blue corner. Good up down level change from red corner Hashim. Good attempt to step in. To really get under. Good attempt to step in and get under and in range from Austin from the blue corner as well. A clean break. The ref is instructing him about that framing of the arm to tell him to keep his arm off him. Overall, that was a great round of boxing. Overall, I feel like the red corner kind of really has more of the judge's favor with the simple of he's landing clean, effective shots. He's keeping them off him. He's holding his distance control well. You know, effective aggression kind of plays into effect. However, effective aggression is really a different thing than just aggression alone. Blue corner is trying to show effective aggression. He's trying to show aggression as in the walk forward, get in range, and land them combinations. However, it will not be seen as effective aggression if Hashim is from the red corner is landing those clean shots, keeping them at bay, keeping them out the way. As long as he keeps stepping around and landing those clean shots as he's moving around, the judges are more likely to favor him from the punches because he's landing cleaner shots. If Austin could get in from the blue corner and land those effective shots, it will be seen as effective aggression and could possibly swing the judge's favor in his way. Good double jab from the red corner. Good uppercut hook from the red corner. Good response from the blue as well. Good right hand up top by the blue corner. Good response by the red. Red corner trainer. It's kind of, good right hand from the blue corner. Red corner trainer Marcus Rosa is instructing Hashim to really hold his distance and not let him close that range. Blue corner's fighter, I believe is Johnny Slow from War Ready Gym, is instructing Austin to really get inside and that his hands are low to really try to step in, land to the body or land up top as well to close that distance with that right hand, but also not to load up and take them steps in to really land them clean, effective shots rather than no wind-up shots. Because when you load up, sometimes you tend to reach, and that's what he's instructing him not to do. Smart tie-up. It's seeming like the red corner switching. Hashim, he's switching between that orthodox and that southpaw style, which may give him trouble based off just moving around, just giving him different looks, showing him like, damn, once you get used to orthodox, we're going to move the southpaw. Then we're going to keep switching back. Good check hooks. Good 1-2 solid by Hashim in the red corner. Good check hooks from Hashim in the red corner. Good way to pepper him with the 4-1-2s to keep him away. Good slip from Hashim out the red corner. Good job, good attempt from Austin out the blue corner and attempt to control and, you know, close that gap. Let's just let both these fighters go to the ground. It could be seen as simple frustration from the blue corner Austin not being able to really get in. The ref is issuing a clean break and also instructing red corner to kind of not swing. Good 1-2, good 1-2-3-2 from Hashim. Good attempt to close the gap from Austin. Good 1-2-3-2 again from Hashim. Good 1-2 from him as well. The judges love when you throw them combinations. I feel like if we should have seen more combinations from that blue corner. Overall, great round of boxing, great 3 rounds of boxing, great fight of boxing. I appreciate you guys all once again for tuning in and watching us all fight, and watching these young men showcase their talents as well. A beautiful, good 3 rounds of boxing from the red corner, just outboxing them, holding solid structure, letting them know that you're going to really have to come around these combinations, showing good hooks, 3-2s, 2-3s, giving them different looks from the switches, stances, and, you know, just holding the range with that jab. He did a wonderful job at establishing his distance control. Blue corner did have good attempts at trying to use that lead foot to step around to get to the inside, landing that rear hand sometimes to the body and up top, but sometimes it really just take more. Like, you really just got to give up that dog, and at the end of the day, it may be one man's night more than the next. It's the amateurs. It's beautiful at the end of the day. I feel like red corner did a great job and showed a beautiful way of boxing and outboxing, just using the clean shots, moving them, getting out the way, getting out the range, you know, just kind of hitting him and not being hit, which is the name of the game. Overall, I feel like the fight really might go to this, not might, I feel like this fight is going to go to the red corner.
Boxing. Out of the red corner, Hashim Hassan.
Good fight to these young 2 warriors. Shout out to them both for, at the end of the day, getting in this ring and showcasing their talent.
No breath, no heartbeat, just static remains. Hollow reflections, ghosts in the cold. So come burn down my escape. I wanna feel it, come drag me into the void.
did we put a man on the moon?
We're back live. I want to ask you, first off, you know, and the name of this cup is the Brother NAAZIM Richardson Cup. What are the few things that you could tell me about that book you're holding in your hand?
Okay, a lot of people know about Brother NAAZIM as a famous boxing coach and trainer, but he had humble beginnings, and like many of us, he started in the streets. He was a part of the street game. Then he became a music recording artist. A lot of people don't know that about him. The cover of the book actually...
Can you show it to the camera?
Yep. The cover of the book actually shows him when he was a rap artist. And he went from being a rap artist to a recording label owner, one of the originals. I was the co-founder along with 3 other good brothers. And we got him signed to Alpha Records. Eventually, you know, that record pursuit went downhill, but at the same time, he started training his sons, Tiger and Rock, in his living room. They were doing 100 push-ups. Then they eventually went in competitions with each other doing 1,000 push-ups, 1,000 sit-ups. They used to spar each other. My son came in because NAAZIM wanted them to fight different people. So my son Kareem Abdullah started training with them. We developed Concrete Jungle Boxing off of the spin of Concrete Jungle Records.
Okay.
So one day we met Bernard Hopkins jogging on Kelly Drive, and that started the Brother NAAZIM Bernard Hopkins connection.
Okay.
And from then on, it's been NAAZIM 200 videos on YouTube because of his expertise in coaching fighters and mentoring young men. And this book tells the story of that whole journey, from him being a recording artist to a famous legendary boxing coach and trainer.
I appreciate all the comments you have on this book, as well as Brother NAAZIM. I heard he was a wonderful man when it came to coaching as well. He showed integrity once again. Then on top of that, he was a Muslim, and that means a lot to me because I'm a Muslim.
Salam alaikum.
Walaikum assalam rahmatullah.
Alhamdulillah.
So it kind of showed more of a different side of him. I heard he was a loving and caring man also, but he also knew once it was time to work, it was time to work.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like in honor of this great cup, I feel like it was an honor to also fight, to have a chance to fight in his memory.
Okay, that is definitely well appreciated. I'm sure his sons would appreciate the kind words you just delivered.
I appreciate it.
All right, and I appreciate you giving us a shout out. We got about 8 books left, and some of it will go towards the fight of the night.
Okay.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Take care.
You as well. You have a good one. I appreciate him coming up here, you know, giving words about Brother NAAZIM. From what I heard from Coach Sharon, shout out to Coach Sharon, great trainer as well. She actually spent a lot of time with Brother NAAZIM and learned from him. You know, he was a great coach from what I hear, and I wish I could have had the chance to, you know, really meet him and learn a couple more things about him. But at the end of the day, you know, sometimes life isn't always promised for us all. But it's a great honor to be able to fight in his memory. We got another night, another great round of action-packed boxing.
Boxing, out of the blue corner, and representing SB Lee, Jason Ortega. And boxing, out of the red corner, and representing Pivot Boxing Academy, Anthony Carpula.
We got an action-packed night of boxing with Russ explaining the rules of the 147-pound division. Fighting out the red corner, we got Anthony Kirkula from Pivot Boxing Academy, representing Pivot Boxing Academy. And from the blue corner, we got representing Let's Be Elite, Jason Ortega. And we're going to see about how these two young fighters and two men really represent both their gyms and see who pulls out on top. I didn't mean to miss your comment. What fight are we up to now? If I'm not mistaken, this is the 10th or 11th bout. 10th or 11th bout. So we have about 7 bouts left, 6 or 7 bouts left. All right, once again. Yeah, this is the 11th bout. So we have 5 more bouts left. I appreciate all you guys tuning in for this night of boxing as all of us showcase our talents. Good aggression showed by both fighters. Anthony Kirkula is really putting the pressure on him. And blue corner is attempting to respond. Good 1-2 from Anthony Kirkula. Good response from blue corner. Good attempt to stab to the body from blue corner, Jason Ortega. The red corner, Anthony Kirkula's trainer, Marcus Rosa, has instructed him to really emphasize more on speed. Good right hand from Jason Ortega as well. Waiter. Good right hand from Anthony Kirkula. I believe the ref just instructed him it's either to turn the punches over because they have a rule on slapping or to watch really like kind of behind the head, even though I personally don't feel like the punch was behind the head, but the ref sees different things. Good jab from Anthony Kirkula. Good hook from the blue corner, Jason Ortega. Red corner's trainers instructed him again to keep everything sharp. Don't throw nothing too big. Good 1-2 from the red corner. Good body shots from Jason Ortega. Good response from Anthony Kirkula with the right hand hook. Good body shots from Anthony Kirkula from the red corner. Good attempt to respond to the body by Jason Ortega. How many fights these guys have? I'm not 1,000% sure, but if I could tell you this is a novice bout, and if I could give you a range, I believe Anthony Kirkula has 3 to 4 fights. No, I believe 2 to 3 fights. It was one or the other, but I'm not 1,000% sure. But I do know this is the novice, so it's really under 10 fights. I would no bet that these guys probably have no more than 6 fights, possibly more likely less. But it's a novice bout, so 2 minute rounds, 2 minute rounds, 3 of them.
Clean. You'll want to
At the 147-pound division. Second round of boxing for these two fighters. Good stab to the body from Jason Ortega. Good response from Anthony Kirkula, keeping that pressure on him. Red corner's instructing him to bring his hands back as well off his punch with a sharp right hand to the body. Good right hand up top. Good right hand from Jason Ortega. Good 1-2 from Anthony Kirkula from the red corner. Ooh, good big right hand from the red corner, Anthony Kirkula. Good, another right hand from Anthony Kirkula. Good, another right hand from the red corner. I'm surprised the ref didn't call an 8 count yet. The red corner's coach is instructing him to touch his body, to touch downstairs. Good combination from the red corner. Good attempt in the right hand from Jason Ortega. Good response from Ant with the right hand. Good combination and aggressions from Anthony Kirkula. Good double jab from Jason Ortega to respond. Good second round of boxing for these two fighters. Boxing, approaching to see how these two fighters end this fight. Let's go Capital Punishment. Harrisburg in the house. Shout out to Beatbox Promotion for tuning in. Good 1-2 from Anthony Kirkula. With the red corner to land them little inside points, even though the ref is kind of warning to really just watch the behind the back shots. Good counter from the red corner. Good job to the blue corner, Jason Ortega, for trying to land them small shots to land them points on the inside as well. Good right hand from Jason Ortega. Good combinations from the red corner. Way to respond from the blue. Way to apply pressure from the red corner. Way to apply that pressure from the red corner. He got him in the corner. A hell of a way to apply that pressure from the red corner. Good pressure, which the judges like I said, effective aggression. And the red corner showing a hell of a lot of it. Good double jab from Jason Ortega from the blue corner. Good way to touch up top from Anthony Kirkula. Good fight by these young two fighters. Good fight by these two men of fighters. My bad, my apologies. Great efforts from both corners. Shout out to both these men for stepping in the ring, putting their life on the line at the end of the day when you get in this ring, for showcasing their talent in this wonderful sport of boxing tonight. fight to both these fighters. They end up giving a decision to Anthony Kirgula. In my opinion, he showed more effective aggression at times, which may have swayed the judge's decision. Landing them clean, effective shots, man.
Real quick, I'm author Gamel Abdul, best-selling author of Transformation of Concrete Jungle, the brother NAAZIM Richardson story. He is living proof that there is a way out of the jungle.
What bout from I'm Core? My bad if I increased the name, but this is that was just bout number 11, and we have about 4 or 5 bouts left. So I appreciate all y'all for tuning in once again. Thank y'all for supporting the show, Pivot Boxing under the Skylight 15, the brother NAAZIM Richardson Commemorative Cup. I appreciate all y'all guys for tuning in and watching these great fights on this beautiful night of boxing.
Next bout, he's on the 140-pound division. Boxing out of the blue corner, Jaden Fugel. And boxing out of the red corner, Nadir Beach Green.
Of course, I appreciate that. Nah, man, no problem. That's what I'm here for. I appreciate y'all for tuning in and watching this beautiful night of boxing.
Faced relapsing MS with courage, but as years went by, your help reached you.
Great sharp punches from the red corner. Great slip. Great way to take his head off the center line from the blue corner. Great sharp jabs from the red corner. Good counter from the red corner. Way to get in from the blue corner. The ref is warning the blue corner about the swing and the swing. The red corner is telling them that really that you the dictator and to dictate the fight. Good 1-2 from the red corner. Even though these jabs may seem like they're not landing, it's a good way of controlling the distance and being effective. Well, letting the judges know that you're still throwing while you're just maintaining distance and range. Way to keep his head off the center line and slipping those jabs by the blue corner. Way to check out and still respond and not be out of range to counter from the red corner. Way to close that gap with the right hand from the blue corner. Good 1-1-2 from the red corner. Beautiful way of controlling the distance. Good jab from the red corner. the red corner's trainer telling him that he likes the way he's doing things, but he wants him to be more responsible. Good check work from the red corner. Way to close the distance from the blue corner. Ryan Lynch, 12-27, said wins Hashim on. Hashim fought already. He had the 10th bout. I would, if you make another comment, I don't want to kind of spoil it if you want to go back and watch the fight and the recording, but if you would like me to tell you how it is, let me know and I'll tell you how the whole fight went. Good defensive responsibility by the red corner, still throwing, but also like doing like preemptive defense, kind of really predicting what he'll throw after he throws his shots. Good job by the blue corner to try to close that distance and landing them shots on the inside from both these fighters. Great, beautiful first round of boxing from both these guys. Good left hook in the comments said, dude in the red is nice. I definitely feel like he's showing sharpness, bouncing, showing good footwork with the checking and the stepping out. He's showing a good jab. He's also showing a good job with premeditative defense, really just anticipating what his opponent's going to throw next. So he's still trying to be defensively responsible. Blue corner's also doing an okay job at really trying to close in that distance and still making sure he's trying to stay active and throwing with the good distance control that the red corner has right now. Race face though, 56, 52 in the comments said, when she fight. If I'm not mistaken, my man she fight.
After this one.
She fight next. So after this fight, she fight. Rashid Alexander, he fight next. Good distance control by the red. Good hook from the blue corner. Way to close the distance and land on him. Way to close the distance and land while coming in from the blue corner. Way to close the distance by blue. The ref is warning red to not measure, and also he's wearing both of them to listen, and he just issued red to keep his head up. Good way to tap and get out of range from red. Good way from blue to respond and counter. Just issuing red to keep his head up again. Good attempt at red to step around. Nice double jab by blue. I agree. Nice double jab by blue. Also, red is doing a good job at holding that distance control. It was a great double jab by blue, trying to close that distance. Trying to take his head off the center line and keep the fight close to try to disrupt that distance control by red. I also think that if blue decides to throw more feints in between his shots, good combination from blue. If blue decides to throw more feints in his shots, it'll make it harder for the red to really establish his distance if he's kind of disrupting that jab. Because red is showing a good jab to really maintain that distance. So I believe blue should really start throwing feints in and mixing in that with the double jab and to kind of really throw off his rhythm to make him reset. Also, even he could just take a walk before trying to get inside to make red kind of like reset a little bit. Good hook to the body from blue. Good job by red to really establish that distance control again. Good second round by these two fighters. Great night of boxing from these two fighters. Overall, good 3 rounds of fighting. Respect to these two warriors for coming out here to showcase their talent. In my opinion, I strongly feel like Red did a good job at just maintaining the control of distance with that sharp jab, keeping them away with checking them, using his hook, footwork. He did a little bit of switching too to kind of just give him new looks or whatever the case may be. Blue did a good job with just kind of just trying to close that distance, using that double jab. I feel like if he makes feinting more, it could have been way more effective. However, it's still good boxing by both these young fighters. Right. So based off personally, like I feel like the red corner kind of did a good job at maintaining distance. Like I said, checking him out, and I feel like the fight could have went either way. In my opinion, no personal opinion, I feel like it would have went to the red. But based off of how the amateurs scored, they like effective aggression. They like punches landed. They like people to really come forward and be first and be last. So I could kind of understand how it kind of went to the blue corner. But at the end of the day, it's amateur boxing. Great night from both of them fighters. Red, you still showed up. You put on a great performance. Same thing with Blue. I appreciate all y'all also in the chat and viewing for coming in and tuning into this great night of boxing, Pivot Boxing under the Skylight 15, the brother NAAZIM Richardson Commemorative Cup. Thank you guys all for tuning in. And we have another action-packed bout for you guys. This is bout, 13, I believe, at the 165-pound division. We got at the 165-pound division, fighting out the red corner, Rashid Alexander, and fighting out the blue corner, Lukama Moise. My bad, I apologize for any names that are crucified. I'm doing my best to pronounce them. But at the end of the day, show love for these guys and these great nights of boxing. I appreciate all you guys for watching this. Thank y'all all for tuning in once again. Zori B said, let's go, she okay, brother. Feel me? At the end of the day, when it comes to commentary, I give live, unbiased commentary. She, my guy, I appreciate him. He helped me train for my fight. So let's just see how bro can get. Bro put the work in from what I seen. So we're expecting a good fight between both of these fighters.
Boxing out of the blue corner, Lukama Moise. In boxing, out of the red corner, representing the Pivot Boxing Academy, Rashid Alexander.
Thank you. Great 1-1-2 from Rashid Alexander from the red corner to start the fight. Good jab, left hook from Rashid Alexander out the red corner. Ooh, with a counter and sliding under there right here from Rashid Alexander. Good right hand up top from Lukama Moyes. You gotta stay on your feet though, brother. That's risky. Good job from Lukama Moyes to keep his head off the line.
Don't worry about loading up.
Good hooks from Rashid Alexander. Lukama Moyes' trainer is instructing him to cut the ring off. Good combinations from Lukama Moyes from that right hand. Good body shots from Rashid Alexander. Good jab up the top and down. A good way to run him into the right hand by Rashid Alexander. Good attempt to respond by Lukama Moyes. Good hook by Rashid Alexander. Good hook to the body by Rashid Alexander. That's the end of round one. As Hashim from the UK played, yes, he fought in bout 10. If you would like me to tell you how that bout went, I would gladly tell you, but I would like you to make a comment first because you could still go back and watch it. You can still go back and watch it, maybe even after the live is ended. So if you would like me to tell you how the whole bout went, I will. Jab, yep. Great jab from Rashid Alexander, keeping him and running him into them shots. Let's go, She. See, I know you're proud of your brother, Azuri B. Great job from She, trying to maintain that distance. Good job from Lukama Moyes also.
Did you see Mark doing the moves? Yeah, Mark. Mazuma.
Mazuma Mob, baby.
We see you. Whoa.
Marcus Roser from the Mazuma Mob. Feel me? Trainer, he telling She to really just break him down, run him into shots, and break his body down as well. But to also maintain his distance. Lukama, good 1-2. Good step back 1-2-3. Good uppercut hook from Rashid Alexander. Good shot from Rashid Alexander. Good job from blue corner Lukama Moyes trying to close the distance. Liz God in the comments said, yes, please. Hashim, he fought at bout 10 and he won the fight, unanimous decision. In my opinion, I feel like he took all 3 rounds cleanly. But you can also go back and watch it after the live is over at Pivot Boxing Network. But yeah, he won the fight. He fought at bout 10. Lukama Moyes trainers instructing him to go underneath to that body. He's telling him to throw 3 or 4 shots to the body. That one shot not enough from Lukama Moyes trainer. He's instructing Lukama Moyes to keep his head up. Marcus Rosen is instructing She to keep the range. And Lukama Moyes' trainer is to stop looking for 1 shot and look for 2 or 3. Good 2-piece from Rashid Alexander. Lukama Moyes' trainer is instructing him to cut the ring off to land his shots and not to forget his jab. Good 1-2 from the blue corner, Lukama Moyes. Good counter from Rashid Alexander. Good uppercut from Rashid Alexander. Good uppercut right hand from Rashid Alexander. Great way to end that round. Get in there, brother. We all proud of our brother here. Jab, jab, Good jabs. Good jab from Rashid Alexander. Lukama Moy's trainer is instructing him to cut the ring off and come underneath him and to go upstairs. He's really just trying to enforce the, cutting the ring off, giving him less space to move, coming down and mixing it up between down and upstairs with the body shots coming up top. Good jab to start off the round by Rashid Alexander. Good double jab. Good way to respond from Lukama Moyes. Good jab. Lukama Moyes' trainer is instructing him that he has to finish. Good jab from Rashid Alexander. Good 1, 2, 3 from Rashid Alexander. Good uppercut hook from Rashid Alexander. Way to go down the low from Lukama Moyes and come back up top, listening to his trainer's instructions to close that distance. Lukama Moyes' trainer is instructing him to start at the body first. Good tie up from Rashid Alexander to force a ref to break a clean break to also gain his distance. Good jab from Rashid Alexander. Lukama Moyes' trainer is instructing him to really dig to the body and stop head hunting. Good jab from Rashid Alexander. Good 1, 2, 3 from Rashid Alexander. Marcus Rose is instructing the trainer is instructing Rashid Alexander to throw the 2-1-2. Good jab from Rashid Alexander. Good body shot from Lukama Moyes. Good jab from Rashid Alexander, establishing that range. Good uppercut hook from Rashid Alexander. Good response from Lukama Moyes. Good 1, 2, 1 from Rashid Alexander. Just a quick reminder. Good 1, 2, 3 from Rashid Alexander. Quick reminder, Rashid Alexander is the one in the red corner. Good 1, 2. Lukama Moyes is the one in the blue. Good response from Rashid Alexander. Good double jab from Rashid Alexander. Great way to finish that fight from Lukama Moyes and both them great fighters. That was a great 3 rounds of boxing. I appreciate you guys all for tuning in and watching this great event. Pivot Boxing under the Skylight, number 15, the Brother NAAZIM Commemorative Cup. I appreciate all you guys for tuning in and watching all these action-packed bouts. Good fight from these 2 young fighters. I feel like, me personally, I think Rashid Alexander, he did a good job with also throwing them combinations and making them effective shots noticeable with them uppercuts and hooks, just effective jabs and 1-2s. Lukama Moyes did a good job at also just trying to close that distance with a taller fighter, trying to throw them right hands up top, throwing them down to the body, but also responding with the 1-2s up top. Like I said again, Rashid Alexander, he's the taller fighter. He's supposed to maintain that distance. Lukama Moyes' number 1 goal was to close the distance and land them clean, effective shots on the inside. And here you guys with the decision.
Boxing out of the red corner.
We gave the fight to Rashid Alexander out the red corner. Great, beautiful night of boxing out of from both of these boxes. Rashid did a good job at maintaining his distance, making them clean, effective shots noticeable, them uppercuts and hooks. And I feel like Lukama Moyes did also a very well job at, getting inside, landing down, landing back up, just all around landing. Observer consciousness awareness is this live. Yes, we're streaming live at Pivot Boxing Academy. Streaming the fight event, Pivot Boxing under the Skylight, number 15. The Brother NAAZIM Commemorative Cup. I appreciate all you guys tuning in and watching. Yes, brother, good job, the booth. You know, we show love to all these fighters. I appreciate you tuning in and watching my homie Rashid. Also, great job to Lukama Moise. He put up a great fight. Good job to both these young fighters, because at the end of the day, you're risking your life stepping in this ring. Regardless, amateurs or pros, you're dedicating your life to a sport. Shout out to all these fighters who stepped in this ring tonight. Abdul Haj, he said, let's go, shit. We all proud of him for winning. I appreciate y'all guys for tuning in.
This next bout is in the 108-pound division. Boxing and representing Atlantic City, Pal Alex Ruiz. And boxing out of the red corner, NAAZIM Young.
If I'm not mistaken, it's the 118-pound division. Maybe I'm mistaken, maybe I misheard. But fighting out the blue corner, if I heard correctly, is Alex Ruiz. And fighting out the red corner is NAAZIM Young. Let's give it up for these two young fighters today. Observer Consciousness Awareness said, wow, this is dope. Salute to you, Pivot Boxing. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. We're given the opportunity to be able to commentate on this beautiful night of boxing. I appreciate you guys for watching as well. Great 1-2 from blue corner, Alex Ruiz. Good combination from red corner. Brother Nas Richardson is one of the greatest trainers ever. I heard a lot from Coach Sharon. Salute to her. When the first female to be inducted into the Philadelphia Boxing Hall of Fame. She told me a great deal about him, and he has my respects based off the stories that I heard about him, which is the reason why we're having this commemorative cup. Thank you for your comment. I appreciate you for tuning in and watching this great night of boxing. Good attempt at the 1-1-2 from the blue corner, Alex Ruiz. Way to maintain that distance control with that jab from NAAZIM Young. Good step away. Good step back 1-2 from NAAZIM Young. Good way to try to step in with that jab from Alex Ruiz off the blue corner. Good combination from Alex Ruiz off the blue corner. Good step back jab from NAAZIM Young. Good head movement. Good head movement from the red corner, NAAZIM Young. Good way to get inside with them combinations from Alex Ruiz. Great first round of boxing. We're on to the second round of boxing between these two young fighters. Good sharp jabs from the red corner. They get in and out of range. Good 1-2 from Alex Ruiz out the blue corner. The ref was instructing the coach to no coaching in the corner while he was fixing his headgear. Good jab from the red corner, NAAZIM Young. Good combination from both these fighters. Good combination started off from NAAZIM Young. Good response from the blue corner, Alex Ruiz. Good combinations from Alex Ruiz. Good 1-2 over the top from NAAZIM Young. Good trade jab for both these fighters. Great jab from NAAZIM Young, making Alex Ruiz stumble. Good 1-2 from NAAZIM Young. Good jab from Alex Ruiz to stumble as he causes an 8 count. Good way to close the distance by Alex Ruiz. The ref is instructing them both to listen to his orders, and when he calls stop and break, they need to stop and break. Great gazelle hook from red corner, NAAZIM Young. Good light tap body shots by Alex Ruiz to gain the minor points. Good shoe shine from red corner, NAAZIM Young. Good check hook from NAAZIM Young. Good check hook from red corner, NAAZIM Young. Good combination from red corner. Give way from Alex Ruiz to get out the way of that jab. Alex Ruiz from the blue corner is training him, is instructing him not to smother himself and to create the space and have space in between his punches. And they're instructing him to work on the inside. Great fight between these two fighters. Great fight to both of these young fighters. We got two more action-packed bouts. We got the co-main event, Joshua Ramos and Yadiel Lugo. Joshua Ramos representing Pivot Boxing Academy. Yadiel Lugo from Capital Punishment at the 135-pound division. Then following that, we have the main event with Derek Moore and Tommy.
His last fight before he goes to the pros, right?
Yep, this is Derek Moore, last fight before he leaves amateurs alone and transfer over to the pros. I wish him the best of luck in his pro career. So let's see how he do on his final exit for amateur boxing.
The winner, boxing, out of the red corner, NAAZIM Young.
They give it to the NAAZIM Young. Great boxing between these two young fighters. They both showed good, sharp skills that you could tell they both nurtured over time. Once again, I appreciate all you guys for tuning in to Boxing Under the Skylight 15, the Brother NAAZIM Commemorative Cup at Pivot Boxing Academy. I appreciate all you guys who showed up to the event and also who are watching from home. We have the co-main event, Joshua Ramos from, like I said, Pivot Boxing, representing Pivot Boxing.
La Flecha.
And La Flecha. And Yadiel Lugo from Capital Punishment out Harrisburg, representing at the 135-pound division for the co-main event of this amateur boxing show.
Vamos, Flecha!
This next bout is in the 135-pound division. Boxer, out of the blue corner, Yadiel Lugo. And boxing, out of the red corner, Joshua Ramos.
Observer consciousness awareness. Philly got one of the richest boxing histories in the world. Nothing but champions come out of Philadelphia. Facts. Philly stand up. Absolutely, brother. I appreciate you tuning in and showing love. Great foot feints and great jabs starting off from Joshua Ramos. Great jab starting off from Joshua Ramos again. Good way to keep his head off the line from the blue corner, Yadiel Lugo. Good 1-1-2 from Joshua Ramos. Good response from Lugo. Good right hand hook from Joshua Ramos. Good foot feint jab from Joshua Ramos out the red corner. Good foot feint jab again. Good combination from Joshua Ramos. Good jab from Joshua Ramos. He's showing a sharp, effective jab from the get-go, actually. Good way to come back with the hook from Joshua Ramos. Way to keep his head off the line from Jadiel Lugo. Good body shot from Joshua Ramos out the red corner. Good first round of boxing from these two fighters.
Great first round, man. Great first round. I think both fighters are fighting well. A lot of combinations, you know.
Good defensive responsibility as well. Joshua's bringing his hands back really well, catching different shots. Yadiel is doing a good job as keeping his head off the line, just trying to catch different shots and respond well. At the end of the day, like Joshua Ramos, he has really of a more aggressive style, and he's real accurate with his punches, so it's kind of overwhelming for certain fighters. So I would love to see how Yadiel responds to that. He's doing a good job at keeping his head off the center line, but when there's so many shots coming your way, you cannot avoid all of them. So it's just a good way to see how he responds to his offensive style. Good triple jab by Joshua Ramos. Good attempt to respond from Lugo. Good right hand from Joshua Ramos. Good response from Yadiel Lugo. Good right here from Jadiel Lugo. Good jab from Joshua Ramos. Good jab, step back hook from Joshua Ramos. Way to go from Jadiel Lugo trying to respond. Good catch from Joshua Ramos. Good attempt to go down to the bottom from Jadiel Lugo. Good body shot from Joshua Ramos. Good two-piece combination from Jadiel Lugo. Good jab from Joshua Ramos. Beautiful boxing from Joshua Ramos on the outside. Way to custom shots he received from Jadiel Lugo. Good jab right here from Joshua Ramos. Good way to respond from Jadiel Lugo. Overall, a great first 2 rounds of boxing. I want to see how this last round play out. Who can pull over the last round and take the win home. I feel like Joshua Ramos is establishing a very strong jab, making his presence known that he's going to outbox him. Zadiel Lugo is doing a good job at responding, trying to keep his head off the center line, but Joshua Ramos is very accurate with his punches, so it's kind of hard to avoid. At the end of the day, these are great first 2 rounds by both these young, amazing fighters, showcasing their talent tonight, as this is the co-main event for our last and final fight of the night coming up for the Pivot Boxing Academy under the Skylight number 15, the Brother NAAZIM Commemorative Cup. Good combination and a good response from both these young fighters. Good jab from Joshua Ramos. Good double hook from Joshua Ramos. Good 2 hooks from Zadiel Lugo. Good response from Joshua Ramos. Good jabs. Good efficient jabs from Joshua Ramos. Good right hand. Great defensive responsibility as well. Good response from the blue corner. Good response from the blue corner. Way to catch and respond from the red corner as well. Good jab from Joshua Ramos. Good stab to the body. Good right hand from Joshua Ramos. The blue corners, Jadiel Lugo, his corner is instructing him to come forward. Good response from Joshua Ramos. Good effective trade from both these fighters. Way to catch and respond from Joshua Ramos. This is a great fight. Good hook up top. Good hook to the bottom from Zadiel Lugo. Good hook up top from Joshua Ramos. Good right hand. Good double right hand. Good triple right hand hook. Good body combo from Zadiel Lugo. Good combination from Joshua Ramos. Good work from these 2 fighters. This is a beautiful fight. A beautiful fight. Good work from these 2 fighters. That was a very close fight and a very good fight overall. I just feel like both these fighters came and they both put up a great fight. They showcased their talent to the level that they were supposed to. It was overall a good, responsive fight. Both of these fighters were showing good defensive responsibility, catching, good defensive responsibility, especially from Joshua Ramos with the catching and rolling with shots. And good, I like how Zadiel Lugo, he was coming in just trying to take his head off the center line, trying to avoid them sharp jabs that was coming from the red corner. Overall, like I said, beautiful fight from these 2 fighters. Once again, I appreciate all y'all for sticking with us through this whole night of fighting. We have our main event coming up very shortly at this Pivot Boxing Academy, boxing under the Skylight, number 15, the Brother NAAZIM Commemorative Cup. Thank you, Marissa Alvarez, for the claps and showing to the love as we get you the decision right here.
We got a winner. The winner of this bout, boxing out of the red corner. Hey, I wanted to thank this support. We have met every single boxer. He is actually one of the top 10 officials in the whole United States.
So upcoming, we got the main event coming up of the night for this beautiful night of boxing. We got Derek Moore and
this is the last fight of the night coming up.
The gift of a legacy.
We got Tommy McGovern and Derek Moore fighting at the 135-pound division for the main event of this beautiful night of boxing under the Skylight 15. The Brother NAAZIM Richardson Commemorative Cup. I appreciate all you guys sticking with me through this whole live and watching this beautiful night of boxing. I appreciate all you guys once again for really commenting, interacting, and watching this beautiful night of boxing as we got this beautiful main event coming up, which is sure to be a show. Got this first round of this beautiful night of boxing.
Put that out there.
Tommy Moore is trying to close that distance. Derek Moore is Tommy McGovern trying to close the distance at the blue corner. Derek Moore is really doing a great job so far, just starting off like establishing his range with the jab. Good pull counter from Derek Moore.
Good body shot. You can finish with the 3 too.
Good pull counter again from Derek Moore. Good attempt to close the distance from Tommy McGovern.
Beautiful, Derek. T3. T3.
Good feint jab from Derek Moore. Good jab pull counter from Derek Moore. Oh! Great body shot, head shot from Derek Moore. Great body shot, head shot from Derek Moore. Great body shot, head shot from Derek Moore. Good pull. Get out the way from Derek Moore.
Keep that. Keep that, Derek. That's you, Derek. Keep that.
Beautiful jab from Derek Moore, establishing that range and not letting him get close. Way to change the levels and go to the body from Derek Moore. Good body shot from Derek Moore. Great, beautiful first round of boxing. You got a knockdown from Derek Moore. Tommy McGovern off a body shot, back up top with the right hand. Beautiful first round of boxing by Derek Moore, establishing that jab, not giving him no easy ones to get it. Good job also on Tommy McGovern trying to close the distance. However, when you got a rangier fighter who's great with his jab and he's countering effectively, it's going to be very hard to get close to him. And Derek Moore is also showing a great way of countering, but not being too passive and defensive, but being very aggressive with his jab and going down to the body, mixing it up, changes levels really well, and he's throwing combinations. Overall, I feel like that's a perfect first round for him to start off this beautiful main event. Overall, you see the no stool being needed, but he not on them ropes. That boy fiery and ready to go out the red corner. The refs is taking an intermission to talk to the official judges, and he instructed both fighters to both go to their neutral corners. Just also looking at Tommy McGovern landing on the ropes and Derek Moore is not. It's a sign that you're tired or trying to overly rest. Good jab from Tommy McGovern. Good jab from Derek Moore once again. Beautiful, superb jab. Keeping that range with a sharp jab. Good defense and moving around. Good 1-1-2 from Derek Moore. Good jab from Derek Moore. Good trade from Tommy McGovern. Good 1-2 to the body. Way to change levels from Derek Moore. Good head movement from Tommy McGovern. Good jab from Derek Moore. Good sharp jab from Derek Moore. Good body shot from Derek Moore. Good response from Tommy McGovern. Good counter right hand from Derek Moore. The ref is instructing him to watch behind the hand, even though I felt like it was a good police right hand. Good counter right hand. But also the ref got to be careful because if Tommy McGovern keeps turning his head, it's not his fault for landing that right hand. Good defense by Derek Moore. Good attempt and good shots inside by Tommy McGovern trying to land on points. The referee instructed Tommy McGovern to watch the hits behind the back. Good defense from Derek Moore. Great chess match, good boxing all around. Great effective outboxing from Derek Moore. Tommy McGovern, he looks frustrated in his corner. It looks like it's hard for him to really get in on the inside. At the end of the day, shout out to him as well for stepping in this ring to fight. However, it just seemed like it may not be his night tonight. Derek Moore has shown great effective jabs, good effective counters, great right hands, and great level changes to the body. He did it consistently for 2 rounds straight. The judges are bound to favor that. Tommy McGovern really needs to really apply more pressure, but it's kind of hard when you got such a effective, quick, but also respectable jab. And when you can't just waltz in, and when you got somebody who has respectable punching power as well as speed and great defense as well, Derek Moore is being very defensive-minded. Tommy McGovern is also doing an okay job of really just sliding his head off the line, but it really takes way more than that when you got somebody, when it's hard to punch pretty much. Because when you have a great counter fighter, he's going to make you do what he wants you to do. Tommy McGovern needs to make some more feints to try to throw off Derek Moore's timing. Good body shot from Derek Moore, good response from Tommy McGovern. Good body shot, good right hand from Derek Moore. Good combinations from Derek Moore. Good jab from Derek Moore. Good attempt from Tommy McGovern. Good right hand from Derek Moore. Good jab. Good body shot from Derek Moore. Great jab. Great stick from Derek Moore. The referee is instructing Tommy to keep his head up from the blue corner. Good try, Doug, from Derek Moore. Good way to Tommy McGovern to step out the way.
Good defense. This is the combination, Derek. He's running right into the combinations, Derek. Spin around, Derek. Finish the round strong. Basic combination,
Good counter.
Derek.
Way to get off the center line by Tommy McGovern.
Basic combination, Derek. It's Derek.
Good double right hand from Derek Moore. Good jab from Derek Moore.
There we go. Good body.
Good body combination from Derek Moore. Good right hand from Derek Moore. Great combinations from Derek Moore.
Body, 4, 5, 6 now. There we go. There we go.
Good slip, good roll under the hook by Derek Moore. Good counter from Derek Moore. Tommy McGovern seems really frustrated, like he really just fighting the fight, like it's really hard to hit him. So it's understandable, but you gotta stay through that negativity. Sometimes it may seem easier said than done, but a fight can be taken away from you just by your mental being took. You can't fight with the intent to really survive. You gotta fight with the intent to win. At the end of the day, it's the amateurs. It's only 3 rounds. Good body shots from Derek Moore. Good upstairs right hand from Derek Moore. Good pull counter from Derek Moore. This is a beautiful night of boxing for Derek Moore. This is his last amateur fight before he goes to the pros. 10 seconds left for this beautiful night of boxing. Good roll. Great, beautiful 3 rounds of boxing between these 2 fighters. I feel like overall, Derek won this fight unanimously. He outboxed him for 3 consistent rounds. Good attempt from Tommy McGovern. And he's a good fighter at the end of the day. Derek Moore just outclassed him in this beautiful 3 rounds of boxing. Derek Moore is a great boxer, consistent outboxer, respectable puncher, has good speed, good timing, and great range control. Overall, it was a beautiful night of boxing between these 2 fighters. And once again, I thank you all for staying from the start of the fight all the way to the main event. Thank you guys for tuning in to Pivot Boxing Academy, Under the Skylight Boxing number 15, the Brother NAAZIM Commemorative Cup. Thank you guys for all tuning in. Thank you guys for all tuning in. I appreciate you sticking with me through this whole main event, through the whole night of boxing, for this Pivot Boxing Academy, boxing under the Skylight, number 15, the Brother NAAZIM Richardson Commemorative Cup. As in Derek Moore, the fighter of the night, he just won fighter of the night for this beautiful performance of this main event. Unanimous decision, winning this 3 beautiful rounds of boxing. I appreciate all you guys for tuning in, and I hope all you guys tune into the next one. Thank you.